Go for
that
it,
was so there that was a set that has
Magic
not come out.
Gathering.
Yeah, a Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I got that.
He was basically opening packs on his YouTube channel for a set that hasn't come out yet, and not like once or twice. Like he uploaded like 3 or 4.
Yeah, like a whole
these
box.
videos.
But
And
they sent it to him.
Well,
Wait.
no, that's not what he said. He said that he bought it. He bought them from he got them early, but he bought them from a friend who was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh person than a Magic person. And so the Wizards sent the Pinkertons to his doorstep to collect it, including they were like, we also need the foil wrappers.
Yeah.
And they took
these are like thugs that showed up with guns.
We know it's
like
we know it's not Monday.
This is like yes. These are people. These people have been like union busting.
Used
they
to
have
be a Monday game,
Yeah.
so we opened.
Blown up shit in West Virginia in the 1800s. They are absolute villains. They are legally forbidden from working for the government.
They're an evil militia.
Amazing.
And yeah, Wizards did say that they did that. They have confirmed that they'd contacted the Pinkertons to investigate this. But it's like not a great look, because in the past, usually what they've done is just said you don't get free preview product.
Sure, we'll start soon.
But like this was such a small channel. He had like 4,000 subscribers.
Or maybe not.
Oh no!
Wow.
It's such an overreaction to the problem.
Pinkertons are literally the bad guys in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, no, I played it,
Yeah, they constantly infiltrated and broke up unions. Like that's what they did.
Evil. And
they're a detective agency that just union busts.
Very excited to be back here.
I was messaging it with some friends of mine, and one of my friends was like, I was like, I didn't know that they still existed. He was like, well, I did because I used to work for Amazon, and
it's been a long time.
And
they're still union
busting to break that shit up.
It's been since December was our last.
Merry Christmas.
My goodness, it was December.
Oh. Well, and then suddenly everyone's quiet, and then my weird interjecting things quietly gag is bad.
I said gag.
Okay. I can't say gag. I can't say plug.
Plug.
You can say all these things. You're just gonna get me or Dan giggling at them. Like it doesn't matter.
I can't say. There's so. See now, and the way the joke works, but I just censored myself because we have to. This has to be approved by the American Comics Code Authority. Because if you guys remember the little stamps that used to be on comics.
No, we can if it's important enough, Philip, we can just release it without the seal.
Censor these nuts.
And it just says parental advisory. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is, guys. It is really exciting to be back. Here playing Topflight with all of you. We're gonna try to do this every month or two a little more regularly, but life gets in our ways. But have these on some Wednesdays, because Wednesday is actually the main best day for to play Topflight. Does anybody aside from Pierce know why that is?
What?
Does anybody
Wednesdays
besides
or
Pierce?
This specific
Wednesday? Why
in
Wednesday is the day of the week to play our superhero game? Why that?
Is that the day where new comics get released?
New comics,
New
yeah.
comic
Oh.
Nerds.
So I'm very excited for the game. We are. I'll grab one other Lego to show off just because I can. We in Lost Lore Academia, which is our game that's currently on Mondays, we have introduced a character named the Astromancer, who has been spoken about in this game on several occasions. She has the retrograde ray gun and the Staff of Stellaris. Her face is stars, and she wears a jetpack and a helmet and everything, and I just like her. And when she talks, she's one of those comic book characters whose speech is in a real different blocky text, and when she talks, there's bursts of comets and asteroids and Saturn rings flying all around her. So I figured we would do something a little cosmic to bring us all together again. But I don't think that this character necessarily will be making an appearance, so congratulations to you, Lumen/KJ. But I did want to show off the completed Rocky Jumper Lego that was collected this past Monday, because he is. Was it you who said it should be him because he's the most contemplative, Pierce? Was that a you suggestion?
Yes, I said the ultimate.
Yes, thank you, Pierce. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You've made some enemies with that, but he is inarguably the correct answer for, based on a week of mulling, who should they get a thing for. Also, I don't know if you guys could can see it here, but I have moved this here because there was a toddler over at my house today, so I had to move my Legos up high. But can you guys see this super rad castle? This castle's so cool. Oh my gosh.
It looks very cool.
So many stuff there. It's like there's literal secret passages, and like you can escape from the jail cell and go into the hideouts room by moving a rock. Is
that the Temple of Gondor?
No, it is a Lego castle. It's a 90th anniversary. The Lego company has been a toy company for 90 years. Last year, they used to just make like non-interlocking blocks, and then they invented those in the 50s, and then it was like, well, that's all we need to do from now on. Here's the guys, we found our lane.
Yeah, they really found it, huh?
Have you seen these like really elegant, emotional Mother's Day Lego commercials they're doing right now? They're airing it for the botanical collection, where they're like,
the botanical.
The flowers they've been doing?
They're like building like a mother and daughter are building flowers together and like having a conversation with looks.
Yeah.
And it's shot like a jewelry ad.
I mean, it's probably the closest thing that parents and children can get to actual gardening as our world's climate slowly makes plant life more and more impossible.
Speaking of
get a podcast
plant life,
already, man.
If you like,
I'm trying.
trees,
I'm a white guy.
Go
Well,
ahead and
I could be the
visit
other white guy that
Zane's
you talk
Trees
with.
on
That is
beards.
true. Go to Zane Strees if you're interested in those mystical natural strees that grow up from the ground. You can look at Zane Strees, and if you like swords,
Little one.
check out Zane.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the Strees.
I've been trying to get him to dress as the Lorax in his garden.
Shouldn't
He
in
won't.
that context shouldn't he be the Lorak who speaks for the strees?
I am the Lorac. I speak for the Strees.
I'm the
I'm
Lorax.
getting like Dan DeVito.
Loren.
Isn't that who played him?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't seen it in years.
I'm
I'd
not
like
gonna
to.
try a Danny DeVito impression. I don't have a good one.
I feel like we all.
When does that ever
understood.
stop me, though?
I think we all.
I am the
understood.
Lorac. I speak for the Strees.
I'm actually going to mention one other thing for our viewers here. This is a heads up, and I hope that almost by saying this, it's the thing of like, if I sit on the aisle on an airplane, I will not have to go to the bathroom. But if I sit inside, I have to go to the bathroom because now I'm trapped. You know what I mean? I'm simply going to mention my computer is aging gracefully. And there have been some issues, so it is possible. There is a new computer coming, so pretty soon you guys are gonna see this with absolutely no changes at all. I'll just be looking at a fancier computer. No, but I do have a new computer coming, so if things just like fall apart, maybe it's because I hit a button wrong, like everyone has laughed at on many occasions on this particular group. But it also could be that something's going on with my computer. So this is a technical issue could occur. That's kind of always true, you know? But, I don't know. Thought I'd get ahead of this one, said the bishop to the other bishop. On that note, let's talk about... I still see... I actually have fewer windows open right now. I have like my laptop over here for some of stuff, just for these very reasons. I'm a Macintosh person, so I am getting a Mac.
I was gonna say I don't have any windows open.
But
You are the only person who refers to it as a Macintosh still.
that's the name of the company.
You have a Mac.
I have an Apple Macintosh. Is it not called Macintosh anymore?
I mean, I'm sure it is, but it's kind of like,
I think they're just Apple now. I don't think.
yeah, I think
A
you're
Mac.
right.
No, the thing I'm getting is literally a Mac Mini.
Mac, but not a Macintosh
It's
Mini.
a Macintosh miniature, is what
Oh
it's
my
called. Macintosh miniature is what I got. So, in any case, let's talk a little bit. We're not going to go over... The nice thing about this is we've already done a thing, so, like, all you need to know about Topflight West is that they are, like, the West Coast iteration of America's preeminent, or the world's preeminent superhero team, Topflight. Topflight is stationed on the East Coast in a place called Alpha City that is located... You know, it's in Connecticut on the midway along the shore of Connecticut. We don't need to talk about exactly where Alpha City's located, but we have determined that for those of you who care about certain things. This is a team who had an adventure where they basically helped reset reality the proper way, and reality morphed around so that they are like the other Topflight team. And the original Topflight team is still around, also on this team. I'm gonna have you guys introduce yourselves. So why don't you guys go first, and then we'll introduce the two NPC characters who round things out. But Lauren, would you like to just tell us your name and superpower?
Her name is V, and she has the ability to split into eight duplicates of herself, and she used to use them as background singers, and she calls them the formations. So it's V and the formations. So now they fight with her, and occasionally they sing with her.
I think they still
at charity
do.
events.
Yeah, because you are in your TikToks, right?
Well, yeah, but primarily they are, for crime fighting.
Sure.
And things.
Sure.
We do miss the stage, though. I have to say.
Pierce, would you say your name and power?
Yeah, I'm Findon. Findon is just very strong. That's what I got going for me.
Because of strong via.
I have the strength of Beowulf. I have made a pact with Beowulf, so I've my power through a supernatural pact. And just to give you an idea of where my strength is at this point, my throwing capacity is 12,000 pounds.
12,000 pounds.
That's just throwing capacity, folks. That's not straight up just like lifting.
Yeah.
That's not just straight up deadlifting.
That's what he could throw with any degree of accuracy. So
that's his usability factor.
Hang on, let's see. Hang on.
Well.
48,000 pounds is what I can lift.
Could lift. No, that's pretty good.
That's many elephants.
So we have V, we have Findon. Portals, if you wanna introduce.
Oh, sure.
Just tell us your name, your power, and your typical degree of punctuality.
Gotcha. Well, my superhero is called Teleportia. She obviously teleports, and also she can fly. But even though she can teleport and fly and has every means to get to point A to point B, she is usually late to almost everything. Why? Who knows? Only she knows.
Because no matter what, she leaves 30 minutes ahead of time, still gets there late. I know how it is.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's
she
just
leaves
like-
30
That's just
minutes
what she
ahead of
says
time.
in the text.
No,
She
no,
leaves
it doesn't.
30 minutes
When
afterwards.
she says,
I'm on my way.
I'm
So-
already on
I'm
my
on my
way,
way.
she is still in bed.
It's like living next door to your job. You will be late every single day because you're like, oh, it's just next door, and you will be late way more. I speak for experience.
Same.
KJ, would you like to tell us about your character name and things you think might either be the worst thing in the world or might not? Just if you want to throw that out there. Yeah.
Sure. My character's Lumen. She's from another magical plane where they kind of just do the whole light versus dark thing, but it's way more literal. She has powers of light, and there are people on her planet that have powers of darkness. And so her people think that they are the ultimate evil, and they just spend all their time fighting darkness. And it's never dark there. No one has had a good night's sleep in many millennia. And she came to Earth to help fight the darkness here. And she's going to squash it.
She's learning
Is she?
Oh,
about the
oh,
duality
she's
of man.
learning.
How do you feel about various older stone-based superheroes?
Lumen is a little confused by it, but he's got the spirit of good. She's fine with it. KJ thinks y'all are off for your fucking rockers, and I can't stand
Said
it.
rock. That was great. That was really
Rockers.
good.
All right, folks, and we're having a 4-player game now.
Yep.
And then lastly, Dan, if you'd like to tell us your character's name, your superpower, and if there are any other superheroes on this team you have specific feelings about and what those might be.
Where's the beef, you mean? So I play Armament. When he's not, being a trauma surgeon at the hospital and saving lives, he's also a superhero who he long story short, what he was doing, Doctor Without Borders, very selflessly, he fell into a cavern and he broke his back, and then this ancient technology was grafted onto his spine that gives him the ability to manifest armor and various weapons, including he can also store other weapons, including right now a big fucking laser cannon, which is sick. It's very cool. It's the coolest thing in this game. And then he also can fly around, and he also has a little drone that he can manifest called the Journeyer. The Journeyer, really, it's the Journeyer who is small but whose deeds are legend, but that's just a mouthful.
I mean, but I think he should say it every time, and so does my Macintosh miniature. Well.
Oh, V can fly too.
But wait,
I forgot about that.
What was, and then your last.
Oh yeah. I have.
requested.
It's usually / almost always Findan's fault. We'll figure out how it's his fault this time. We're on tenuous ground right now with the building of potential routes and bridges, as Findan made overtures of friendship and reconciliation at the holiday special. But you know, one gift a broken universe does not mend.
Yeah, we'll really try to control or Apple Z that for you guys. Don't worry. We'll really try to
Macintosh Z.
do a well. No, it's not a Macintosh Z. It's called an Apple
Command Z.
Well, it is
I know.
called Command, but they always say
Okay.
Apple. So with that in mind, my friends, I have tonight, though there is only one prologue. Actually, yes, there's a prologue. I might have you make another vote in a moment, but for now, it is customary in a Topflight game that we open with a prologue in which I give the group 2 options of a scene they could witness in which they are not a part. Just kind of like
I totally forgot about this too.
peek behind the curtain. And how it works is that they can vote for, I will say, the locations of these, and they will vote for 1 or 2. And typically what happens is people will rush to make it so that the last person has to choose. Because what no one wants to do is make a decision. Although sometimes they'll hear one and hate the other, and so sometimes. But here are the 2 places that you can go to. And potentially I'll give you more context, but I try not to typically. Your options are 1, Labyrinth Gardens, Barnum City, Missouri. Option 2, the Cathedral, Deep Space.
Garden.
So you are voting 1. So remember, it's 1 if you're voting for the garden, 2 if you're voting for the Cathedral of Deep Space.
2.
We have 2, 2, 1.
As much as a native Missouri boy, I want to go 1, but if I want to see what's at 2.
I also agree.
Damn it.
All right. Well, then we will not be checking in with Steeplechase after her last interaction with you. And instead, we are going to head to the
With
Cathedral.
fucking who?
Steeplechase is the one who gave you guys
The one
the
that-
book back in Christmas.
The
Don't worry
Tome
about
of
it.
Tomes.
What book?
Oh.
Yeah, what book, really?
What book, Philip? What was it called?
It's called the Tome of Tales.
Hmm.
Let's not worry about it.
Ah.
We might
That's
be.
not a problem for us. We threw that
might
into a pocket
Yeah,
dimension.
they did put that in a demi plane, and we're like, cool. Once again, we nailed it.
I
Oh
like how
my
throwing things in a
fucking
pocket
god!
dimension just tends to be our thing now.
God damn it!
What?
No, I just forgot we did that, and now everything makes sense. Okay, great, cool. Never mind.
It's not. There's a bit more to it that maybe we'll get into someday or not. But for now, we are going to go to deep space to find
9.
the cathedral, which is
I wish.
a massive sort of like living stone structure in the depths of space, ruled over by the supervillain Narthex. You guys have actually encountered Narthex once when you messed, I think, with his corpse. Because I believe that in issue 1 of Topflight proper, Meridian killed Narthex, and you guys brought him back, and one of his stomach mouths talked. But today, his stomach mouths are covered by his armor. But as you see, sort of the cathedral is reminiscent of, you know, like a medieval Christian Catholic cathedral, but just sort of space age and with open windows that look out into the vastness of sort of the wild power of the cosmos. At present, as we sort of take our opening shot of Narthex in the first panel, we see that he looks badly beaten. He has like his helm is cracked. Part of it is lying on the ground. He's got like a pretty serious like burn gash on one side of him. Kind of some blood dripping from his alien face. He looks and like he's holding like a big, like giant maul, which sometimes he fights with. But even that looks kind of like it has taken some damage. He's sort of like just sitting amidst some of the sort of the walkways and pews there, looking sort of beaten, and around you see various other alien-like entities, some of whom are dead, some of whom are also groggily sort of getting up. Appears this was the site of a big battle. Particles, strange, radioactive particles begin sort of moving towards him. He sort of glances up and sees his ally, another member of the cathedral, the alien sorceress, Radiating Chapel. As she sort of steps to him, she says, "Oh, Narthex, my lord. We were unable to contain Super Bolide. I know you hope to stop him here, but it seems our forces were not up to the task. He is continuing to the wellspring." Narthex has this look of absolute anger and rage on his face. He slams down his weapon, which cracks. It's destruction from it's damage from some preceding fight kind of causing his ultimate destruction. He sort of stands and shakes his head and says, "Then, as I am loath to say it, the future of our galaxy depends on Team Tomorrow." And all of his Under Armour stomachs also hiss that name with all of his stomach mouths under his armor. They hiss that name with absolute hate and disgust. Because Narthex does not care for Team Tomorrow. But today, his life and the lives of everyone in the galaxy is in their rocket-gloved hands. From there, we will cut to Top Beach, the beachfront headquarters of Topflight West. It is a spring day. Everybody roll a d20.
That's a 1, baby.
9.
9, okay.
Philip, I have a question.
Yes.
Since today is the 26th, which is a multiple of 13, do 13s count for a dread clock?
No.
No, not in this game.
That would be
sadly.
2 13s, actually.
And it
So
would
you'd
be
have to
double
move it
13,
twice.
So sadly, no.
Oh, I figured I'd ask.
But I appreciate the spirit. So I heard a 1, I heard a 9.
I got a 9 as well.
Okay.
14.
14. Findon.
18.
18. Findon, what activity are you leading the others in? Presumably to Armament's absolute rage. On this afternoon so far, the scanners seem clear. You guys have just, you rescued a bunch of people from an erupting volcano. You've made it back to Top Beach.
I do have a question. I just want to clarify something.
Sure.
It may not even apply to today. When we were in the Dreamland, anything she still kept the righteous rage, right? She has the rage she can't get rid of now.
Was that one that you accepted in exchange for something else?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay.
So yes, you.
A la Top Gun Maverick, I am leading them in some beach football for a team building exercise.
Understood.
Also,
powers allowed.
did you say Super Blood earlier?
Super Bolide.
Blide.
I heard blood too.
Well,
And I was-
it's the pronunciation is this, but Super Bolide. It's Bolide. Super
Okay.
Bolide. Super Bolide is who this is, but we'll get to that. So is Findon.
Is it touch football or tackle football?
Oh, Please
Um,
not tackle football.
It's touch football.
All right.
There's too much danger
Yeah.
with someone like me.
I guess let's
Also,
see.
it's just going to be impossible to tackle or touch Teleportia, so it's kind of an odd activity to choose in general.
Sure. I guess we'll do who wants to be on the team with only 2 players?
It's me and Teleportia. I do.
Okay, fine.
Yay!
Lumen and Teleportia.
We're winning regardless.
Oh, and
Well,
then
I can
then
have more players
yeah, V
on the
can.
field.
Oh, that's true. V can make one extra. So actually, I'm gonna take it back. It's Armament, Findon, Teleportia, and Lumen against V.
Oh, you should split up the V so that they have to work against each other.
Oh, that's actually fun too. Yeah. So basically, V with you getting 8 extra, that brings you guys to. You could do 7 extra, and there'll be 12 of you. So it's 6 on 6. Great.
Sure.
Great. So, yeah, that's good numbers.
All right. So as you guys are playing a little football and just popping formations left and right, let's do a play. Teleportia and Lumen, will say you have the ball. So how would you like to do this play? How would you like to line up?
Were the rules just like vaguely explained beforehand? Is this like the first game?
It's football. It's just if you don't know, it's
No,
Yeah.
I mean like for Lumen, because it's not like
Yeah.
she sits
Oh,
around
I
think
and grow up with the
Culture
sport.
Lumen is that the object is to get this ball past us to this area
you're gonna get the
And
ball.
we are gonna
along
try
the
to
beach,
stop
and
you
then we're trying to stop you.
by touching you.
Yeah, and if somebody
Okay.
touches you, you're out.
Okay.
That's the extent of the explanation I would have given you.
Okay. So if Lumen has the ball, she will toss it to Teleportia.
So unfair. This is the dumbest idea.
So
The
Lumen,
greatest idea.
so basically with some V's blocking in front, Lumen says,
Oh, I guess so. If there's V's blocking, Lumen would put up her shield and try and ram through them, and then give it to Teleportia.
"Oh wow, so it's gonna be a QB? Is it? So it's a QB sneak that a toss backwards to Teleportia? Okay, all right. Well, you can certainly attempt. Well, there are also V's blocking on your behalf to try to stop them from
Well, yeah,
rushing you.
the enemy V's.
The enemy V's. All right, so
Oh no.
I guess
The
Lumen-
enemies.
Enemies.
Okay, Lumen, make a Valos light roll. That gives you a +10 modifier. V, you can make 4 rolls as blockers. So just make 4 strength rolls as V.
Okay.
28.
Okay.
Wait, is it D6s or D20s? It's D20s.
D20s. This is the old
Why did you
school
say to
thing.
get out D6s earlier?
Me? Because I do 7d6 damage, so I said I had to find a
Punches
bunch of
things.
d6s.
Wow, I'm so confused right now. Okay, 5 strength rolls.
4.
4. Math. Where is my... Okay. Nat 20, so +1.
So 21.
An 8,
Okay. These are
16.
16.
Oh, so 9. And then a 17. And a 6. I've already added the modifier.
You might actually want to move your thing back at some point because you just pop out of existence every time you lean down to look at your dice.
Wait. What?
Yeah, exactly. I forgot to zoom my camera in on myself today, which Lauren has told me I need to do, but I like to show off my Legos.
I'm not the only one.
Philip, I support you.
Thank you. In any event, yes, Lumen, you very easily kind of like push them all back. One of them, however, sort of is like, because it was a nat 20, one of them is like digging in. So you're pushing most of them and you're almost like rotating around the one who's sort of staying back. But at this point, you can toss back to Teleportia, which no rolls required to do that. Armament and Findon, what are you two doing?
We're on defense right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Presumably
using
crying.
the journeyer to analyze their plays and from above and feed me information,
Okay,
and
make
then
a perception roll with advantage. And Findon.
Understanding that like Teleportia is going to teleport to where the goal is, I would like to try to move the goal further back.
You can't move the goalpost, sir.
I mean, there's a phrase about moving
I
the
assure
goalpost.
you I can.
This is beach volleyball though, so I
Yeah.
mean, you're probably just
Whatever,
picking
like-
up some sandals.
Well, I assume we have like a set. So like some markers or cones or whatever.
Oh yeah, cones. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, armament.
That was a natural 20 for when my perception is plus 12, so that's a 32.
Great. So, armament, you know the exact like it's you've got some Tony Romo level. Just like, okay, so here's exactly what's happening. Lumen's gonna do this. She's gonna be Lumen's gonna do this. She's gonna toss back at this. She's gonna come around the left. So you see that. So Findon, for you to move cones is not a strength roll on your part. I mean, I guess if you want to throw the cones, you can throw them, but then you're not going to be able to get them. So for you guys to receive a kick, like for a kickoff,
it's more. This is more like I'm not trying to like move it far. I'm just trying to move like 5 feet so that she's not appearing already scoring. Right.
Understood.
So if it's like a speed thing, I'm happy to do whatever that is.
Sure. Make a sleight of hand. Is that one on this? I think your sleight of hand's still on there. Yeah, make a sleight of hand roll as you kind of try to like subtly move them back. Armament, you have great positioning. Teleportia, the ball has been tossed to you, and Lumen is her own offensive line.
All right.
Lumen's her own O line. Just
Hold on. How big are like footballs? Like, are they at least? What
Like a little over a foot, I think. I feel like they're like 13 inches or something like that.
Fuck. Okay.
Like this big.
okay.
Oh, honey.
So, like,
Guys, you know,
that-
we have a lot
Oh,
of fun
honey.
here,
Right?
but we also
Yeah.
I mean, that's like lengthwise, like circumference-wise, they're much smaller, right?
Okay.
a regulation football is 11 to it's like 11 and a half inches.
Oh, come on.
So smaller
Well, what
than
about
a sub
what about height?
height wise,
What is happening?
it is
This is important for me.
football diameter, sure. Diameter of American football. It's a great question. They are only they are at maximum 6 3/4 in diameter.
Oh. Man, I can never use the Insta portal hole. All right.
Sorry.
I'm gonna just use my normal portals that are, you know, big and not freaking.
She's trying to like drop it through. Well, all right. So I guess go ahead and make a portals roll as you try to make 2 portals. However, Findon, what did you roll in your sleight of hand?
9.
Okay. Teleportia, what is your passive Okay, I think Teleportia, you notice.
No matter what.
You notice Findon is fiddling slightly with the cones.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to adjust where you're placing portals? He seems to be like he's probably like maybe Findon's like stamping his foot so that like there's like a shockwave and the cone just kind of like, you know, goes back like 3 inches or so, or 5 or 5 feet.
So I'm gonna drop with the portal, but I'm going to still put it in the sky so that I'm almost like air diving to the goal. So no matter what, I'm still figuring out where to get to the ball.
Understood.
Well done.
All right, so you do that, but armament, you know exactly where Teleporter's going. So Teleportal, what did you roll for your portals roll?
Oh. A 1.
Perfect. So Lumen tosses the ball
It was
back.
supposed to be a sure
Teleportia
thing.
sees where it is. She makes this armament. You see
Trips.
where she's going, and she kind of like trips in the portal, and she, rather than like diving down, flying, she's kind of like coming in like half falling from the side. What would you like to do? At present, she is about, how high in the air were you? Like 30, 40 feet? Were you pretty far up there?
Yeah.
She's about 30, 40 feet in the air. But she's not falling on like a direct path. Like she hasn't crossed the ball has not crossed the plane, which Findon has granted already like changed the shape of a bit. So
I mean,
yeah.
so my fly speed is 60 feet.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna like make it look like I'm just doing a very, very high jump, like using my flying. I'm gonna fly up, and I just kind of like, just fluidly and gracefully just go, whoop, and just
perfect.
down.
Then with a 60-foot fly speed, because Teleportia unfortunately is faster than yours, I think I would like for you to make an athletics roll to try to tag her, and Teleportia. So basically, you're in position where you're gonna try to do it. Basically, you're all the deception. You guys doing your little thing. Armament knows exactly where you're going, so he's just racing for you. Teleportia?
Can I use redirect portal then as a reaction to him?
Yep, it's literally a reaction.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. So describe how do you do that?
Oh God, I don't know. I feel like this is the first time I've been actually able to use it.
In other words, like, are you making it such that he's going at you so basically, Armament, please make your athletics roll as your reaction. Teleportia, make your portals roll.
I'm spending my hero D4.
Understood. He's gonna give himself advantage.
I'm using my D4
That's a 4.
too.
So roll your D4.
That's a 1.
Okay, so you don't get it back, but you do get advantage on this roll.
Oh my god. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Why? Don't do this to me.
So roll 2 D20s and you can pick the higher one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't realize this game was going to be mostly football, but I'm into it.
14.
14. All right, so the good news for you is that Armament is like coming up on you, but like once there's just like a gust of wind kind of hits, and you see him, you know he's got you dead to rights, but what you basically do is you do a little spin move as you put up a reaction portal, which is that's your most recent power. At Armament, you reach out, and your hands reach through a sudden portal, and you find yourself just like grabbing the sand that she was on when she like jumped through the portal on the other side.
Okay, if she's using her reaction, then that would imply that I'm acting right now.
That was your.
Can I use my bonus action to just flick out a weapon that's like a whip or lasso or something and like grab her?
Can you make bonus action attacks?
As a bonus action, I can alter the Guardian to become any weapon that is previously replicated.
You can absolutely make a whip, but you've already.
No, I can't make bonus action attacks. No.
No, yeah. So you can make a whip, and you've got it out there, and like Teleportia, you sort of see a whip moving, but Teleportia, in spite of all of this, in spite of how bad, so basically you messed up the portal, but then Armament messed up the tackle, and you set his hands through a thing, and you get around his whip, and now you are heading down. I guess Findon, if you want to try to jump and intercept. But
yeah, I do. I want to try to jump and not actually try to touch Teleportia. I want to try to jump, and with my jump, I can jump far. So I want to just try to grab the football out of her hands and land in the other end zone.
Okay, make
Come on!
make an athletics roll. This is gonna be hard because you'll have to move back. You'll have to use much of your movement to like move backwards in such a way you have the trajectory, because she was knowing that you moved him back, she was going past you now.
Yeah.
All right, so make your athletics roll.
I'm gonna expend my D4 here to get advantage.
Okay.
It's a 3, so I do not get that back.
Okay.
All right, but here we go. That is a 32.
So a 32. So basically, Findon, you do just like you back up and you just do a perfect jump, so that all you have to do is grab it from Teleportia on the fly as you go past. So with a 32, you've got the trajectory, you've got the angles. The question is, will you? I mean, and you have you'll have the strength to rip it out of her hands. But what this will come down to, once again, is going to be like the finesse of like grabbing the right thing. I mean,
I should save the D4 for this.
Alternately, you if you want to sort of change this as a thing, you could touch her. up here. But if your
No.
plan is to go for the ball, it seems that would still be more of a. I mean, I guess it is. This is athletics to a certain. I mean, should this just be athletics? I don't know. People can make a pitch on this. I feel like this is like. I feel like this wrestling. I feel like a grab without like a thing is different than athletics. But if not, I guess it could just be athletics.
It feels like it could be sleight of hand to me.
Give me
I
a
don't
slide.
know.
Try a slide
Yeah.
of hand.
Yeah, I should have saved the D4 for this.
Sure. Well, yeah.
Don't do it.
You can always just put all your dice on top of it.
Nah, that hasn't worked out well for me in the past.
I'd still do it.
That's caught.
Okay. And Teleportia, you can make a dexterity. You can make it. Okay. Teleportia, make a dexterity saving throw. Theoretically, maybe she could still.
I got big meat fists
Yeah.
here, you know.
Not a natural 20.
A non-nat 20. So basically, Findon, you do this like perfect, beautiful like jump where you like timed it perfectly, and you're passing her, and you like it's like, and you see him coming, Teleportia, and it's like in slow motion. Is Findon just this like absolute perfect burst of athleticism as he just kind of like sticks his hand out, and just in like the instance as like you're sort of like flying down, like avoiding like a whip that's flailing that hasn't quite attacked at you, and Armin's sticking his hands through stuff, and you've got the football. You literally just go like that much. You're just like, and Findon's hand is like, ugh. But then he lands on the other side in like a perfect 3-point pose. Sand explodes like it's the beaches of Normandy. And Teleportia, you do land, having scored the ball, the touchdown.
I just imagine that in like the slow motion where it's like.
It's just like.
We're both confused
Yeah,
as it's
exactly.
happening, and then I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh.
But Findon, you do land in this perfect, like, you know, just.
Yeah.
And with that, you score.
I cheer with my team.
Understood. Which is
Lumen and my V formations.
half of V. So V, the nice thing for you, V, is you're going to win. no
You're
matter
always
what.
win.
You win
You always
regardless,
win.
yeah.
But also V, no matter whoever wins, you lose. It's like Alien
That's true.
versus Predator. Actually, that's. I think,
The audiences win because it's a good movie.
well, well, oh boy. We're gonna have to talk later. So
Stop the stream. This is all we're going to talk about now.
you guys
Next 2
land.
hours.
So our cosmic game is just a conversation about Alien versus Predator, which it's close enough. It's just football and AVP. So as you land, Teleportia, you had the football. Findon lands as like a plume of whatever. Motherfucking.
Oh,
He's in the
he
sunglasses.
needs to get
He's
the
in
sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Yeah.
This is the best thing about this whole campaign.
I know.
This whole game is this. Wait, Whisper's part of the team now. Why wasn't Whisper playing?
I just realized that myself. So, as this happens, you guys hear a little whistle, and Synth Devil goes, "It's touchdown."
He doesn't do fireworks for the touchdown?
Oh yeah, fire explodes out of his hands. Touchdown. 5-yard penalty. Not enough sin. So Synth Devil kind of like does this, and you guys do this. From over on one side, Whisper says, I suppose this game's not a total waste of time. Oh, thank you. She takes like a drink from some staff member. The reason I got so mad right now is that my sunglasses are always right here. And remember when I was telling you guys how there was a toddler in my home today?
Yeah.
The toddler stole my sunglasses. I received photos of him wearing them.
Toddler is the MVP of this game, just so you know.
Oh my god. Anyway, with that, the other members, they were not playing. The NPCs weren't playing. But they were sort of out on the beach kind of watching this. I imagine that Whisper in her sort of Captain Eldritch gear, she still has her shades on, but she's like, she's like under like an umbrella or something, and like she's drinking something some unseen servant has brought. Synth Devil is in deep improvement. But at this point, Teleportia,
Oh no.
you begin to feel a strange rumbling, an eerie, it's a rather bizarre feeling. In front of your eyes, you see little comets and asteroids beginning to pop. Armament, with your passive perception, you notice something strange going on around Teleportia. And in fact, anybody whose passive perception would be, I think, what is yours, Armament? Like 18?
22.
Oh yeah, yours. Okay, you're definitely seeing.
Mine is 18.
Okay, anyone who's 18 or higher also notices something going on with Teleportia. I would say Armament, you can probably even see little like star-like shapes. You can see space, cosmic stuff popping around her face. And
Teleportia, are you okay? Are your powers feeling all right?
I don't know. Is this the wait? Is this what I'm weak against? No.
What is your
No,
weakness?
no, it's that's it's
The
soul.
soul damage. Yeah, yours is just
Okay.
cosmic. So you're kind of looking around like, what is going on? And suddenly
Yeah.
you hear this voice. It sounds like it would be written in a real blocky, extreme font, where it goes, Teleportia, Portia, Portia! And suddenly this, like, face of stars, like, appears before you. Now, Armament and Lumen, you guys can kind of just see, like magic-y nonsense, kind of. You don't see what Teleportia is necessarily seeing, and you also can hear voices. But you
So we don't see a face made of stars.
You don't
coming
see
out.
a face made of stars, and you don't hear anything distinct, but you can hear and see that stuff's going on. It's like she's on like a phone call that's really loud, so you're kind of hearing like, and seeing whatever stuff. And Teleportia, this face of stars, kind of like behind a helmet, appears to you, and says, Teleportia of Topflight West, I am the Astromancer, Mancer. You are the only one. Your powers can bring your team here. Team Tomorrow needs your help. I grant to you a mote of the power Galactic. And you do all now, even V and Findon, you see this like glowing kind of like golden shimmering star beginning to like float towards Teleportia. And she says, in your mind, I am sending you our last location. Save Team Tomorrow. Save the galaxy. Stars cease their bursting.
I mean,
Bigger
I know it
stakes
was
than
like
a
a-
cheerleader in the world, I guess.
it was like a pretty spectacular goal, but I think that's overdoing it on the celebration, Teleportia.
That I swear to you, that was not me, but team of Tomorrow, right?
Team
They
Tomorrow.
need our help.
Yeah.
Team Tomorrow. They
Have
need
we
our
heard
help.
of them? Is that a name?
I think, yes, and Luminant, like, Team Tomorrow is not a part of Flight Infinity. They are a cosmic team. They are a space group. So think, like Guardians of the Galaxy or like the Starjammers or something. It's something you guys are aware of. Certainly top flights over the years have had many interactions with them. And in fact, you all, I will say no role required, you all can remember, like, back in the other continuity, like, the Astromancer was notably killed by Narthex, Narthex took out most of Team Tomorrow, and then came to Earth to create the final and do all that stuff. So, you all are, but so far, Teleportia, you're the only person who's heard all of that.
Are you sure you didn't hit your head or something? Should we have somebody look at her head?
I suppose
Then
if we were the
see her
ones
head?
seeing the stars, then we would have all hit our heads.
I did not see any illegal contact. We do
I
not have
didn't
to
see any
play
stars.
third down.
While we're while Teleportia hearing that, I respond to what Finon said and say, I mean, she's really trying to. Do you think she's really trying to move the goalposts on a celebration?
Yeah, that really wasn't fair. But my other formations will say, well, we didn't see anything, so.
Your sides are arguing.
Uh,
I saw something, but I don't care enough to say. Also,
Thanks, Whisper.
Did you just receive a communication? I felt a bit of weird magic.
I definitely got communication from someone from Team Tomorrow, and they said that they need our help, and I'm the only one that can get us there to help save them.
Wait.
I swear to you.
Whisper sort of like rushes over and like sees this, like there's like still this like glowing sort of like glow on you that's now dissipating. Lumen, I don't know if you have feelings about that, but Whisper is looking and saying, "It's the power."
I think it looks good on her. Very becoming.
Synth Devil is now floating over. Have you had contact with the Astromancer?
Yes,
Fascinating.
that was his name.
The Astromancer, she's a very powerful sorceress and wielder of the power Galactic. A particular brand of cosmic mystic energy wielded by those in the space beyond.
But what did she want?
Just that she needed our help to save all of them from an evil. Like, oh.
Did she specify which evil? How bad it's going to be? I didn't pack anything.
She did not specify. I didn't even get a chance to even say anything to her. She just said, "Here you go."
Okay, well, Synth, is there a way to communicate with her or
Sounds
whisper?
like her. I could send her a message if you'd like. Whisper kind of moves hands, begins to do magic. You do notice Synth Devil watching whenever Whisper uses the power Eldritch. Just being like, yes, good. Finally a worthy practitioner. He's honestly, you know what that is, guys? Full comic book. That's a thought bubble.
oh yeah.
And at the end, it's like, finally a worthy practitioner. Much better than that fool. Dusty now. And then at the bottom, it says like, see all about this in Topflight, editor. Yeah. Comic books are cool. She pauses and says, "It would appear that the Astromancer is unconscious."
Well, then we should probably. I mean, this seems like something we should address sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
She's unconscious. That seems pretty dire.
How is Teleportia the only one who can take it? She can only teleport a few miles.
That's a good point.
We don't have a top spaceship, I don't believe.
Not yet.
No, but we can borrow one from Topflight East.
Yeah.
They have a
They have a top
spaceship?
spaceship?
It is top secret, but yes.
Like a top pain in our asses. It sounds like.
Synth, you're not telling them any of our stuff, are you?
We're all on the same.
If it's a top secret,
Okay,
I feel
well-
as we are all just top flight, we should all know the secrets because
Of
we're all.
course.
Well,
That's
but
why
we-
I'm telling you. You all
Would they
have
be
clearance
top
to know.
facts at that point for us?
No, they still
That's
have
the
top
point.
secret clearance.
Oh.
But, as you said, the time may be pressing. If we need to summon a spaceship, I can begin to put in the work order.
Wait, Teleportia, did you tell us that you got like a little bit of the power Galactic, or
Oh yeah, I can definitely say that.
okay? Well, in that case, would you be able to?
Oh wait, the spaceship isn't necessary. Hang on.
Would it be possible to use that bit of the power Galactic to modify your portals to connect us to another source of it?
I sure hope so.
Whisper will say, "We have done things like this in the past to extend your range, using the power Eldritch. But to go across the stars, that's a lot, but perhaps."
I mean, it's not called the power Galactic for nothing, right?
That is true.
From what I understand, there's no air out there. if we make a mistake,
Oh, we'll definitely have to suit up or something.
That
before
is
we-
true. Now that I can provide. Not that I'll need it, for I am synthetic. And Whisper says, and I don't need it because I can breathe magic.
That's so weird.
Can my armor manifest like a rebreather or something?
Yes, your armor can manifest a
Sick.
you can manifest.
It's pressurized.
You can manifest as a weapon onto your face like a bubble gun with no bubble juice at low setting. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can manifest that, no problem. But for the rest of you, Synth Devil will like fly up to Top Beach, and you guys can discuss. I mean, obviously you don't know what you're going into. Teleportia just told you kind of all you've heard. He brings though. He has like a bunch for formations. You know. He hands out spacesuits for you guys.
Well, I'm gonna reconvene.
Sure, but if you split,
if you need to split
Yeah.
out there,
If you
Oh,
split,
that's-
would also need.
you'll keep your
Yeah.
material, but you'd need those.
I forget about these things.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Actually, though, if you want to, if you have everyone out and you put them on, then you could split all together, so they're all ready to go.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that great idea.
And Whisper's like,
Is
great.
it, it's a full suit, right?
It's a full suit with like a little helmet. Yeah.
So for those of us whose powers come out of their skin, like
Yes. Similar to how, they make gloves that are conductive enough to control the cursed phone screens of smartphones. These suits have been calibrated to allow skin-based powers to pass through.
excellent. Thank you very much, Synth Devil.
I only want to help.
We still remember the previous timelines,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
Since everything's sort of been rearranged, is Narthex still out there? Is that something we might be dealing with?
Even though it's just you guys, and Whisper also knows about, like your team does know it. Synth Devil, there is like he instinctively gets kind of quieter and says, yes, Narthex is still out there. Without Tatela Temple's assistance, it is unlikely the cathedral has grown as powerful as it did in that pesky other timeline. But the point being, he is a formidable foe if he is who we face.
Is there anything you can tell us about Narthex that might be?
He will be Narthex will be least susceptible to Lumen's light blasts. He can absorb radiation. Fortunately, he won't be able to absorb a bunch of eldritch blasts from V, warp portal blasts from Teleportia, or punches from you. But he turns to Armament and says, I would not attempt to hit Narthex with your laser, however.
Good to know, because I definitely would have tried to do that.
Yeah.
I will
Alright.
be in support.
Yes. If that is our foe, then we will strategize accordingly.
Okay.
Whisper says,
Okay.
very good. Well, Teleportia, do you need any assistance? Do you think you understand what's being asked of you?
Yes, I do think I know what's being asked of me, and I can do this.
Before
nods.
we leave, Synth Devil, I think it's maybe a good idea if you put in that work order for a spaceship, and if we have some sort of beacon, just in case we get there and
I
cannot get back.
believe I can whip up an interdimensional beacon. And wait, did you wish for me to not venture with you?
I mean, I just assumed we could put this into motion. You could come with us.
I was
But
planning
if you need
on
to
it.
stay, if it's a better idea for you to stay here to
If you
answer the call, should we need something sent our way.
Perhaps that is intelligent. I will, of course, inform Topflight east that you're heading this way as well.
Did your requests for an assistant get rejected again?
Did you request what?
Did your requests for an assistant get rejected again, Sin?
I don't want to talk about that. It seems that it is hard to find good help these days.
Nobody wants to work, so I hear.
Yes, Kim Kardashian is correct.
You know, I have more followers than her.
Yes, but a lot of them are bots.
Mine.
Well,
Well, a lot of my friends happen to have robotic implants, so
and
sure.
I
a lot
follow
of
you,
them are
don't I,
bots.
V?
Sorry, what?
I follow you.
Well, yeah, exactly. You were implying bots as in I paid for them. I did not. And you better not tell me that Topflight as a whole paid for me to... No, Synth.
Oh, that would be a terrible way to allocate our spend. I don't...
Yeah.
Synth, they didn't pay for followers, did they?
Oh no.
Oh no.
All I'll say is if someone paid bots to follow superheroes, that would be diabolical. He then...
I'm just going to assume that they're your real friends.
A
And
great
they're...
misuse of funds. It is not.
I don't
You know,
think
if
he
you-
paid for them. I think he might have just paid
I'm
them.
pretty sure the bots he's talking about, I think it's like 6 robots.
Okay. Okay, that I can deal with.
It's just,
Okay.
do you know that really small team, Nuts and Bolts? I think that's who he's talking about.
Oh, they're adorable. I love them.
So he paid the small team Nuts and Bolts to follow you? He paid 6 robots to follow you on
No,
Instagram?
I don't think he paid.
He's-
Anyway,
You know, Lumen, they're not working a lot right now. So
yeah.
I
It's-
really
it's
now we
helping
got
out.
we got to do a Nuts and Bolts one shot where it's just all the robots. So with that, Synth is going to stay behind. He'll have like a beacon open with you. He hands you guys like a super subspace receiver experimental thing, and he's informing Topflight and preparing for, you know, like any interstellar travel that may be necessitated. But at this time, Teleportia, if you want to, if you're ready, you can try.
I'm gonna ask my teams first if we're all ready before, and then.
Yep.
Teleportia, before we travel, should we get some sandwiches?
Oh, I already packed some.
Excellent. Then I'm good.
Is it just the sandwiches you packed for the football game?
Yeah, most definitely.
Great. You know, Whisper's ready to go. You guys are all here. Synth Devil is kind of like he's floating back to Top Beach to get stuff prepared. So Teleportia, if you are ready, you have a mote of the power galactic.
Mhm.
So if you'd like to activate this mote, you get the feeling that when you do so, you are going to be given a tremendous amount of power. But
Okay.
it's a temporary thing, so you'll want to you'll have like a certain amount of time when you can use this mote.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Then, yeah, if my whole team is ready, then I'll definitely activate it.
All right, so
With Hit Me.
Teleportia activates the mote of the power galactic, and suddenly Teleportia begins to float, even despite her flying. You see little asteroids and planets are moving around her. Teleportia, would you like to say anything?
This feels amazing.
But what you all hear is, "This feels amazing!"
Or holy shit!
And holy
Is it in her voice or in
Yeah, is
the
the power
Astromancer's
Yeah.
voice?
is the
Both?
Power Galactic just that you sound like Matt Berry? Is that
kind
the
of,
Power
sort
Galactic?
of, yeah, basically. But it is her voice. It's just her voice with like a real like echo filter
Okay.
and a thing.
Okay.
And you even notice her face is not completely turned to stars, but like her eyes are sort of like a little bit starry, and there's kind of like stardust stuff on it. So Teleportia, you now suddenly feel a connection to the cosmic forces that bind the galaxy. things that are connected to the laws of astrophysics, but exist beyond it in an almost metaphysical or magical state. You can like reach out and run your hand through an asteroid field. You could dip your hand into a swirling gas giant halfway across the galaxy, feel ice crystallizing on your fingers, and yet be completely, protected from harm from such a thing. You can see cosmic radiation in the sky. But, more to the point, the Astromancer showed you a place. It appears to be some kind of, near a space station of some kind. So, if you'd like to, you can make a portals roll.
Alright. Making that portal roll. Oh god. 19, and then... So, 28.
With a 28, that's pretty darn good. That's gonna basically have you guys on target. You create this portal, but this time the portal is not ringed with the usual energy you see from Teleportia. The portal has it's some real like space themed 5th birthday party, border art. It's a real space clip art, but in cool 3D. And beyond it, you guys simply see stars. You also notice that near the portal, the sand on the ground is getting a little bit weightless, like there's some kind of you're really going to a different place. So whenever you're ready, you may pass through the portal.
I'll the helmet will go over my head, and I'll just all right, I'll step through first.
All right, so you step through and you find yourself sort of floating. Everybody else going too?
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll grip the suspenders I've made sure that are still on the outside of the suit.
Put the suspenders outside. Step through. You guys step through and ultimately find yourselves weightless. Lumen and Findon were given jetpack, booster pack things. The rest of you, it does seem your flight will maintain here. Whatever nonsense allows you to fly through the air apparently lets you fly through vacuum as well. So you guys all go through, and you see that there are signs of a battle nearby. Armament in the far distance. You can look down. It would probably be kind of at a just relative to the position you're opening from. It would sort of be down to your left. It could be maybe a kilometer away, so you think there is a large space station there. There seems to be a lot of damage on it. And there's some pieces of debris, and you guys see a few pieces of debris here, so it looks like a space station was attacked down there. The space station has a sort of weird kind of retro-futuristic design, sort of 50s tail fins kind of vibe.
I don't know if we have I don't know what communication is going to be here because we're in space.
You have point-to-point radio.
Okay.
Radio
Great.
communications are just light beams. It's very easy to communicate.
I just didn't know if we all had radio communication.
Oh yeah, no, they put you always have earpieces. Yeah.
Great. I'll point it out down there, and I'll say we should let's go check that out.
Lumen will, she'll go, but she's kind of scanning to see if there's any hurt people or whatever.
Understood. Why don't you make a perception check to that point? Sort of armament. Armament. There's other things, but there are sort of some pieces of debris and rocks, asteroids.
24.
Like that. With the 24 lumen, it's nothing you can see, but because you're sort of trying to find sort of people in distress, maybe you're clicking through different channels. You do actually hear a repeating sort of simple distress call. And you think that's actually coming from further away from this station, sort of behind a small planetoid that you guys can see just ahead of you.
Do I think it's related or
probably
a different?
Related.
Okay. I will relay that.
Well
All right.
spotted. All right, I guess we head there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys will sort of head that. As you begin to get to that place, you all see an incredibly bright light from the far side of this planetoid. Something that's almost like blinding to probably everyone but Lumen. As you come around, you see that there is a figure who is bursting with light. This figure is is standing or sort of hovering amidst various sort of like pieces of debris and pieces of cosmic detritus, sort of moving hands, and these hands of flame are sort of merging things into place. But you also notice that amidst all of these things that this individual is moving, there are some figures in seeming stasis. People wearing jetpacks. There is one sort of person what looks like a Greek statue. There is a robotic form, and Lumen, you see a beeping on the back of the robot. You think that might be the automated. This robot has like big like tire treads. It's sort of a WALL-E kind of situation. Kind of like a weird like roller thing, but like the top is a little more. It's kind of like WALL-E meets Rosie from the Jetsons kind of vibe. And then you notice there's a few people in sort of jetpacks, but Teleportia, you can spot that one of the forms being sort of like moved together in this way is that person who appeared to you, the Astromancer.
So,
I mean, heal, but I don't know.
I'll definitely point out the Astromancer to everyone. The one that I saw.
Well, how far away is the Astromancer again?
These people are all probably like 300 or 400 feet, you know, sort of like so distant that whoever this figure of light moving these kind of like hands of flame haven't sort of noticed you, but you can sort of see it and get to it pretty quick if you want to, but you're not right up.
How many of them are there?
There is only one figure.
Oh, the robot isn't.
No, there's only one figure who's conscious. The robot, like all these other people, seem unconscious.
Oh, but no, how many people are there?
Oh, how many figures are there? I am so sorry. There are 7. 3 of them are people who either look human or human-like, who have like jetpacks or not, but who all basically appear like people. There is one person who is this Astromancer who's in like a weird like jetpacky thing. You also see there is someone who looks like a statue. You also see that weird sort of like Rosie from the Jetsons WALL-E hybrid thing, this robot. And then the other figure is a sort of small gnome-like alien.
Lumen will do preserve life. 7 of everyone
What
gets...
is the range of preserve life?
Oh, it doesn't say. It just says twice per rest you can heal 30 people 1 HP or 1 person 30 HP.
Ooh. Doesn't say range.
So I assume I can just do whatever I want with it at any point in time.
That's fair. I think it will be... I think the range of it would just be the range of your other heal. So you'd have to get a little bit closer.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Lumen will definitely get closer.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone's moving up, I'll move up with them.
Okay, you
Same.
guys.
I can try to give them a portal to discreetly get them closer.
Oh, sure. That's fine.
Well, Teleportia, with all due respect, I'm concerned that your now very new magical and sparkly portal may be more attention grabbing than just floating over that way.
Oh, that's true. Do I still hold most of the power?
You still have a little bit. You think it maybe will last for like a couple more minutes? We'll say it took you guys a couple. Like you think maybe you had like 5 to 10 minutes, and you're coming up on the end of it.
Okay.
Also, Lumen and I don't get to fly very much, so it's
Okay.
kind of fun for us.
Fair.
It is true. Normally, you guys have to like carry me around, and while I do absolutely appreciate that, and I thank you for all of your effort and strength in carrying me around, I would like to be able to try and fly at my own abilities, if granted by machinery.
Understood. So you guys begin flying that direction. As you sort of begin to get closer, the figure sort of stops what they're doing and turns back, spots all of you. This seems to be this form that just looks like pure, like, fire, light. I mean, Lumen, something about this is probably very appealing to you. It appears to be a light is emanating from this. It's a bright thing. Like, if you think if you were really close to this thing, you guys might need to avert your eyes. But to this sort of figure who's sort of turning and looking back, and then in your mind, sort of like with a kind of piercing, like the sound of like breaking glass, you hear this voice just saying, "Why do more come to stop what is inevitable? Accept your fate. You must all burn so bright."
Well, I'm more of a fade away person than a burn bright.
Yep.
This person sort of like stops what they're doing. Kind of like stops moving those bodies behind and sort of begins to like fly towards you. And the light that they're generating grows even brighter and brighter. At this point, let's roll initiative.
Ooh, cool.
Shit, god damn it. It's not gonna be even a fun fight because I rolled so goddamn low. It's fine.
13.
13. Who, guys?
Whoa!
Oh no,
Auga.
Dark Lord 12 o'clock. Okay.
14.
22.
Hey now, 22. Armament. Findon?
6.
Okay, thank you. 6. And Teleportia.
10.
10. Okay, cool. Armament, you are up first. Oh wait, I gotta roll for your girl as well. Okay. Cool. Armament, you're up first.
How far away are we?
You were flying this person's clothes the distance. We'll say you guys are like 60 feet. We'll say you've got it's the distance is closing as initiative is rolled. In other words, you can get to a point where you can do a melee if you want.
All right, yeah. So I will like what seems like a fun like space weapon. I'll fly up. I'll use my 60 feet to fly up, and I will, as I'm moving, I'll use my bonus action to shift my weapon into.
Do we still have that? Do you still know that magic sword that I tried to break, or did you forget that?
No, I only have the one. I can only store one weapon right now.
It's an
and
upgrade he could do, but he.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And I will not be deleting the big fucking gun.
You should keep that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just, you know what? We'll just go like a nice big ol' axe or something.
Great, love it.
And I will have it do shadow damage.
Ooh, very clever. So basically, Lumen, you see Armament flying up and making an axe that is like wreathed in like shadow and mystic darkness. Go ahead, Armament. Make your
No.
attacks.
All right. So I get. Is this? Yes. Okay. So I get to add a D4 to my attack rolls. I'm just gonna do both these rolls at the same time.
I think that sounds great.
That was not a D20. I was like, oh hey, well one is gonna be. The first one is I have a plus 10. The first one is a 14 to hit.
Nice.
Is that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Wait,
well, that's
14?
great. Yeah.
No, it does not. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say.
I inflated your number. No, a 14 does not hit.
The second one is gonna be a 32 to hit, but it's also natural 20.
Then, well, yes, then it hits for 2 reasons.
All right. Wow. It's like it's. You know, it's a good thing I have all these D8s handy. I'll tell you that.
It is.
All right. So all right. Whatever. That's 19 points of shadow damage.
The shadow damage seems to, it's not doing extra, but you get the impression this is a person who's probably resistant to a lot of stuff, and you picked a pretty good one.
Great.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Great. At the end of your turn, this thing is going to make a bonus, kind of like a legendary action attack against you. And just sort of looking at you and saying, yours is not galactic power. Not even worth harvesting. And sort of like reaches back and then slashes at you with this like hand that becomes like, it looks like a solar flare is coming out of their hand. Just this like absolute flame fire coming your way.
Okay.
Man, that is a... Does an 18 hit your armor class?
So an 18 does hit, but I will use my reaction to use the Guardian Shield, which gives me a +5 to my armor class, and will begin my next turn.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. So basically, this like gout of flame sort of slashes, but you managed to make a shield. This is where the Guardian just like intercedes and just like that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you managed to, like, you and the Guardian like shield, and like you guys see this like bright flame. You know what? The legendary action one doesn't trigger that part, so never mind. I think everyone but Lumen is probably worried that at some point they might get blinded by this thing. So just like be aware that like this thing might put out so much light that even your visors could mess with you. But
what about Whisper's sunglasses?
I don't think she came.
Oh, Whisper's here. Whisper's about to do something for you guys, by the way, don't you worry. With that,
Whisper rocks.
Whisper's gonna use some so basically that is that person's turn. Speaking of whom, Whisper actually has initiative 20, so Whisper is going to take her turn next. And Whisper, kind of seeing armament up there, she will fly a little bit forward so you're all within 30 feet of her, with armament 30 feet ahead and the rest of you back there. She's going to bust out a 9th level buff on all 5 of you, called Eldritch Heroes. So, right here, right now, everybody, you get another 6 set of hero dice.
Like
oh my god.
You get a whole nother set.
Sick.
I haven't even... Damn, alright.
Yeah, so...
In that case, I would like to do something at the end of her turn.
The end of her turn? Yeah, I'll bet you are.
How long does this last?
For probably like a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real smoke 'em if you got 'em situation.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, so you guys basically, if you haven't used any, you have 2 of all of them. So you really have a lot you can put on stuff here if you'd like. Great.
Good.
At the end of her turn, what are you doing, Armament?
I would love to spend my hero d20.
Cool.
Well, one of my hero d20s.
One of them. So roll that.
With this many dice, I might actually succeed on
4.
checks.
No. Okay. So,
No,
so
you still won't.
you can take another turn right now after this person.
I will also spend a hero d8 to get an extra action.
Sure.
That's nope.
Okay. So you can
All right.
4 attacks if you're just swinging.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, so that's one of them will for sure miss. One of them is a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
All right, and then I'll just roll the other ones right now as
Yeah,
well.
roll them all. And I will say, Lumen, prepare for your turn, which is next.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay, and then the other one is a 27.
27 does hit.
All right. So that's overall another 19 points.
Another 19. Holy smokes. All right. Very good. At the end of your additional turn, gonna do another evil legendary action. Is just going to try to hit you again with the force of force of fire. Does 16 hit your armor class?
Nope.
2 there. So, this person has a plus 14. That's a little freebie for you. So once again, legendary action just wasted trying to, and basically Artemis, you've slashed with this shadow, and you haven't hit every time, but you've got a few good ones in. That is ending. So that is Armament's turn is now ending, and Lumen, you are up.
Based on what I'm seeing, do I think this is the Narthex, or
This is, you guys remember Narthex, and this is not Narthex.
so this is something we don't know, don't understand?
You don't know or don't understand who this is. Complicating things for you is this does appear to be a being of Purelight.
Pure Legate.
There you go.
One. Do I think that if I did light damage, it would like do nothing, or heal him even? Like,
I'll tell you what. Make a free Arcana check. That's a good point.
Arcana? Oh, Magic Arcana down there. That is 18 plus 30.
You suspect that light is going to be a problem for this person, yes. But you might want to look at what your third attack is, which you might not remember that you gained.
No, I do remember.
Oh, okay.
I do remember
Copy
that
that,
very
yes.
specifically.
But you do think that you do.
Lumen
think
doesn't
that.
know she got it, but I think I have a way to get to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, she doesn't. That's funny.
Yeah, she doesn't know she got it. So I want to try and can I excuse me, can I go around him and like still try and heal those people?
I will say that you could certainly kind of like try to like fly to the side and get to a place where you could try to throw out a heal to those people. Absolutely.
Okay, so I want to do that.
Okay. So you're going to use that new feature, that healing,
Preserve life.
that preserve life, where you can heal one person. You could basically split up 30 hit points to various people. You sort of get there and you reach out and send the life to all those individuals. It appears that all of them are still alive and in stasis, so you are healing them. They all were hit, but they do remain unconscious. They are in some kind of like
That's fine.
Power Galactic coma, but you are confident none of them are dying.
Power Galactic coma. Shit.
Yes, none of them. You don't think any of them are dying right now, but you do think somebody was just talking about harvesting their Power Galactic. So, yeah.
Sure. Okay. So then after which I want to spend the one that lets me have an extra turn.
An extra action or extra turn.
Action, I guess.
So
action.
roll your d8. Yeah, I mean, you guys have a lot. Like, really, you guys could just spend multiple d20s to take like 3 turns in a row if you really want to. Here, it's
6.
fine. 6. You do not get a third action this turn, but you can take another action.
Okay. Okay. So she sees who or whatever the hell this guy is, using pure light in a very bad way, which is definitely triggering her righteous rage that she got from the dream world.
Absolutely.
She also just saw her good healing buddy friend doctor, who's supposed to be very, very good, use a shadow axe, which is also bringing out some righteous rage that she's not used to feeling outside of the dream world. So she's going to attempt to release a Voloblast, but it is going to instead come out as a dark sphere.
Okay, understood. So basically, Lumen, as you decide to shoot a beam of light at this person, instead, what follows out is this ball of darkness. This just dark ball. It's so dark, it's got purple on the edges, the negative thing. And Armit, you're up close and you hit with this thing. Go ahead and make your attack roll for that.
29.
Yes, a 29 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage on that thing, on your dark stuff. And remember, you
21.
Can 21. All right, cool. So yeah, you hit
can what?
that damage all goes through. Just everyone definitely just remember you can add various you have a lot of dice. You can upgrade damage dice, do all that crazy stuff. Very good. So you hit this thing with another burst of fire, or with another burst, not of fire, of darkness. And at this point, this being is looking very upset. Is going to use another legendary action at the end of your turn. Unfortunately, since you're attacking from range, its legendary actions are only melee. So it's just going to go for armament once again.
Oh no, maybe. Oh no.
I rolled a natural 1 armament.
I'm having a good time. Don't worry about me, folks.
That was 3, for everyone watching, that was 3 legendary actions and 3 whiffs.
That's because I'm just the epitome of excellence.
Cool. Anybody want to do anything else at the end of Lumen's turn? Good to go. V, you are up.
Scream a little.
Okay, sure. So Lumen has just shot like darkness at this person. So that probably surprises everyone. Armament, you're like, what? Yeah.
Is there a way to get to the people, like by going either under, over, or around this being?
You have means of, and what is your fly speed? Yours is pretty fast, right?
60.
Yeah, you can like, well, you can get to combat with this person, but you can as far as like getting to the people beyond you'd be in like visual range, but like you're not like touching them.
Okay.
Or unless you wanted to use your actions to dash, and then you could.
Yeah, I would like to split into like me and 3
Okay.
formations and send the 3 to try to get 3 of the bodies, focusing on the Astromancer.
Perfect. So you are sending formations to go gather bodies. I love it. Okay,
Great.
perfect.
And I would like to wait. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Guys, I know it's been a long time since we've played like actual combat in this game, so yeah, I know it's a thing. All right, what are you doing?
Yeah. Can they all dash?
Yeah, they all dash. So they're all sort of like getting to people over there. They're all like a couple of them have found the Astromancer. They're finding people. What is V doing? The formations have gotten to people.
And the creature seems to be it was mentioned before that like an Eldritch Blast and things like that wouldn't work on this creature.
No,
right?
They said Eldritch Blast would probably be fine, but that was someone else.
It was Lumen's light powers that would.
They said that Lumen's light powers and armament stuff wouldn't work against Narthex, not because Narthex is immune to light. Narthex just like ingests radiation, which light is. So lasers and light stuff doesn't work on him. But this.
And how far away is this thing?
From you is 60 feet away.
I'll try Eldritch Blast.
Okay, make an Eldritch Blast. You only get 1 beam from your 1 person because everybody else is rushing. But yeah, go for it.
Okay, but I would like to use my D4 to gain advantage.
Please do.
Can I do that?
Roll your D4. If it's a 4, you keep it, and then you'll still have 2. If not, you'll still have 1.
It is a 1. Yeah.
Okay, so you only have 1 of those left. So go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast.
Hold on. I would also like to use my D12 to upgrade my.
Well, you don't do that until you see if you hit. So go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast attack.
Well,
I know that D&D is a hard one for you to remember because it's like it is more complicated and we never play it.
I can't do math.
It's fine. So you're muted, KJ. So
it's not even D&D with all the extra dice.
Yeah, no, I'm making D&D harder by saying you have 12 extra. In this game, you have 12 extra dice because of what she gave you.
16.
16 does not hit.
Damn it.
Now, you can also spend all those extra dice to add onto rolls after the fact. You don't need to right now. I'm going to also tell you, an Eldritch Blast is 1d10. It's not that much.
That's true.
I'd move on from that. Or you can do it if you want to.
Well, you get multiple rolls for Eldritch Blast, right? How many beams do you have?
She's a second level.
Oh, never mind.
Warlock. She does. Yeah, she's. What the reason she gets 1,000,000 beams is that she has 8 of them all doing it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the other ones are just trying to
stuff. Yeah.
get that. I will. I will refrain
Okay.
because I don't know enough about this creature.
Understood. So you're kind of you try that. It sort of just like seems to like pass through the corona on the side of this like this super belied. Findon is not here. I am going to move forward. So that ends V's turn. Everybody good with that? Cool. Okay. Then at this point, Super Belied is going to take his turn. So the first thing that's going to happen is he is going to go Nova. So I need everyone, except for Lumen, realistically, to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to spend a D4 on this.
I think that's a wise thing to do.
That's gone.
Lumen, you can make it too, I guess, just to see.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Oh, Whisper's got to make it too.
How is a 22?
A
Too low.
22.
You're out. No.
A 22. Okay. V
17.
6.
17 for V. Actually, V, you got to make them for your 3 other formations too.
Oh.
That was V. Do the formations. Armament, you have 26.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that there.
26. Great. Findon.
9.
Oof.
Sorry, Findon. Could you please make a Constitution saving throw because Super Belied has just gone Nova.
Oh, sure. 27.
27. Cool. V, were any of yours over 20?
The last one was, it was a con, right?
Con save, yeah.
23.
23.
Yes.
And the rest were lower than that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's how this goes. Armament and Findon, you two are able to, like, close your eyes and just, like block yourself off from this ferociousness. You feel this intense wave of sort of, like, of just, like, light arcing across you. You both do take 8 points of light damage, having saved successfully. But you are not blinded. You are not dazed. You are you have full sight. Teleportia and V, you guys also save against the pain, so you only take 8 points of damage for V, your best. So anyone who rolled over 20 only takes half of that damage. But then, if you didn't roll over 25, you are blinded.
Ah.
Were we back up to our maximum HP?
You were.
Yes.
Your formations all only have 5, so I think all your formations are done so.
Except for the one that got 23.
No, she still takes 8.
Oh, that's right.
They all take. Everybody takes 17, but she takes 8. So you have to make 3 wisdom saving throws. Or else, in addition to being blinded, you're also stunned.
Well,
It's good to be a person who can split themselves up and have a little fun. Great. So that is what Super Belied is going to do at the end of his turn. Or that is what he's going to do for his turn. And then at the end of his turn, he's going to spend his villain D20 to go again. I almost rolled a 20 on it. Could have got 2 turns in a row every round. But he's going to go again. So having sort of hit everyone with this light, having blinded Teleportia and V and taken out all 3 formations. So basically, V, you take 8 damage, you're blinded. Teleportia, you're blinded. Lumen, you were unaffected by either end of that. Armament and Findon, you got a little bit of a sunburn, but your and I mean, like, it's, I'm sure you guys are blinking and, like, it's, you know, there's dots and stuff, but you can basically see. Having done this, Super Belied is now going to try to just unleash some serious attacks, making multiple attacks here. Super Belied is going to go at Armament, and I'm going to use a different set of dice for this because it hasn't been going well for me so far. That is more like it. A 32 will hit you.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So, and then, I mean, the next one's a nat 20, so that's going to be rough. I'll say those. Honestly, you're the person closest. They're all.
Yeah, that's
you.
fine.
There are 3 attacks in total. The last one is a 27, so those all hit, and one is a crit.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so that's gonna be yeah, this is gonna be rough. Okay. So you take 51 points of damage
Is that from all the attacks together?
from all the attacks together.
Okay, great. As a reaction,
Yeah,
I would like to use one of my hero d6s.
please.
And remind me exactly what I do. So I
Yeah. A hero d6 allows you to you can add your, so basically you get to roll 2 of your hit dice, add your con, and then regain that many hit points, and you can do it in response to taking damage, and it's not even a reaction. So
if I roll a d6, if
you
I roll a 6,
if you roll a 6 on the d6, you get 6 of your hit dice. So
that was a 5. So I'll roll 2.
roll 2.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 8. So I get to 14, 20.
22 back. 14 plus 8 is 22.
Yes. And then so because there are multiple instances of damage here, can I go ahead and just do my other hero d6?
Yeah, you can actually, because it's yeah, for sure.
That
So-
was not a 6 either.
Man, that's nice. So you're just taking the damage and just like, I love that. Armament getting into
cool.
it.
20, another 25 back. So after that exchange, I am down 2 hit points from where I started.
Well, at this point, he's gonna burn a D8 to just keep hacking. I rolled an 8, so I get 2 more actions right now.
Oh my god.
Actually, yeah, because of that, the first of these, I think. Oh, okay, Armament, you get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to.
Yes. I will make this attack of opportunity.
Okay, so go ahead and do that, because he sort of, having hacked you up and just like being emboldened by his vicious villainy, is going to be able to sort of move. And that one, so basically you probably, just because you like were too busy like healing yourself from that and kind of seeing if you're like, this is a thing, is going to sort of move to the center and will use a once per day feature called Super Flare. So once again,
that's my favorite Rick James song.
Super Flare. Okay, so I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Actually, everyone, or
you know what? There is both fire and radiant damage in this. I'm going with Tomb of Horror style, where it's huge amounts of both to really give people. So you'll be taking less than this on most people, but it's just this like start with thing. So these are dex saves. However, Teleportia and V, you have disadvantage on these saves because you are blinded.
I'm throwing a hero d12 and a hero d10 on top of this.
Love it. Findon?
If I have expertise and I expend a D4, do I roll 4 D20s? Or like roll it twice?
What do you mean if you have
expertise doesn't give you advantage?
Expertise is just doubling your...
Oh, right.
It's just doubling your... It's about your modifier. Yeah, so no, just roll 2 is...
Well,
and all the 4 does is means you don't lose it if you roll a 4. You just get to keep it for later. Yeah.
Nope, it's gone.
Cool.
25.
30.
25, 30, great. I'm so sorry to V and Teleportia because they're about to get hit rough on this.
Even with disadvantage, I did get 21.
Nice. Okay, you still fail because it's a DC 25.
Well, can I roll the D10 at this point? Like,
and add it on top? Oh,
yeah.
To get Well, so the D10 is the one. D10 gets rid of your conditions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are. Oh, you can use your reaction to do it. So yes, you can actually use your you can use your D10 to get rid of it. So roll a D10.
It's a 7, so no.
7. Okay, so you only had one condition, so you get rid of that blindness. You know, I realize now.
But then, like, just to. Yeah.
So now you only roll normal, not at disadvantage.
Okay.
On the
so
dex
then
save.
that would be 24.
24. V, you could do this as well. If anybody wants to roll additional dice and put those on top of your rolls, you can do that and not take all the damage.
Yeah, I threw an extra D12 on it, so I have a 28 now.
28. So V, you're at 21. So if you wanted to roll just one of your other dice to put on top, Teleportia, you're literally one off. Roll anything, and you'll add it on.
Okay.
You guys do have double of everything, so I strongly recommend that. And Lumen, what did you have? You had over 25?
25. Just
You hit 25. Perfect.
I'll use one of the d6s.
One of the d6s.
Nope. I got 3.
You can do more.
You
You don't have to. Live your life. You know what? Do what you're. Live your life.
No, I will. Oh,
Wait,
5 more.
Where do I need to go? Like, what's the?
It seems like
Where's the save?
25 is the number you're seeking.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
so you've-
I
you
was
have-
at. I'm at 26.
Perfect. All right.
I am now over. I don't know by how much.
Whereas I am over it.
Okay.
29.
So that's the. So okay. So everyone has passed against this. Good job. So Lumen, you do not take this, but the rest of you, having all passed, all take 30 points of light damage.
Wow, that's passing?
That's with pass. Ooh, I just rolled so high on the fire damage. Sorry, guys. 10. And, and passing, you take 35 fire damage. So everyone takes that
Holy
35.
shit.
I mean,
So wait.
this was this was like, you basically all just were subjected to a flare from an actual star. Like, you guys were like in a, so really you're taking way less damage than it should be, but that was, that smacked
That's
you off.
almost half of mine.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's
this was
65 total?
this was a big swing.
Then I'm down to negative.
You got knocked out?
Yeah.
So, you now get to use your heroic fortitude.
Okay.
If you remember, do you even remember that?
Nope.
So, heroic fortitude. Actually, you just took so much damage. So,
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Wait. So, hold on. How much was that all together? That
I
was
think,
like.
65 total.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm down.
Okay, so teleport is down.
Okay.
So, would you also actually make a con save if you want to? Oof, guys, it's rough.
Yeah.
21.
21. You are still down, although you can use a d6 at the start of your turn. Oh, actually, wait, both of you can use a d6 right now. You can use one of your d6s if you haven't used them already. I think you can do those in response to this damage, so you can stay up with just like, a few hit
I'm
points.
gonna use
Yeah.
the D6 then.
Okay, so no, so if you rolled a 2, roll let's see what her hit dice are. So roll 2d10, Lauren. And Teleportia, you will also you'll roll 2d8.
A 10 and a 2, so
10 and 2,
12.
so you get 12 plus your con modifier. So you get 13.
17.
I think your con's a +1, right? Or
Plus 5.
oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Haha, yes, +5, very good. No, your con's 12.
Oh, I thought you meant the saving throw.
No. The
Okay.
the main modifier. Cool. Okay, great. So Teleportia, you roll 2d8 and you add your Constitution modifier, and that's how many hit points you have left.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Did you roll 2 1s?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just. Oh. I'm so afraid.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, at least, you know, as afraid as you are, at least in space, no one can hear you scream.
Okay, I knew something was
Except
coming.
we all have comms, so we would all hear her scream very,
Yeah.
very distinctly in our ears.
I feel like I just heard a lot of screaming.
All right. So Super Bolide rolled an 8, so that was action number 2 of 3 for this turn. So Super Bolide's going to take one more action. Sorry, guys. And Super Bolide, having smacked you all with that like big, that was like the super flare. Sort of seeing some of you like Super Bolide. You know what? I'm gonna actually roll this because I've been rolling so terrible. Maybe this person doesn't deserve to do the obvious thing. Yep, that's a 2. So I'm gonna say Super Bolide does not notice the current power Galactic on Teleportia and feel the need to try to harvest her.
Oh, thank God.
That's cool.
He will instead.
Unlike the words harvest.
He'll
I'm right here,
instead
big
just,
boy.
like, he's got Armament, he's got Lumen. They're the ones who've hurt him so far. Evens Armament, odds Lumen. He will go back to Armament, just like, he just kind of swings to Armament and just does 3 more attacks. That is a 15, because that's a natural
Miss.
1. So it couldn't
Yep.
even hit. Okay, that's a 30, and that is a 26.
All right, so 2 hits.
2 hits. 29
Total?
total.
That reduces me to a flat 0.
Okay. Make your heroic fortitude.
How does this Superman?
So
Okay.
it's a DC. The DC is 29. So if you can make a DC 29 con save, you have 1 hit point for free.
Okay,
Maybe impossible otherwise, or just spend another.
I have
DC.
dice I can add on. I'm going to roll a d4 to give. I'm going to use it. as a
Give
D4 to
advantage on your heroic fortitude save.
That's a 4, so I get it back.
To anyone watching, yeah, they basically have the zombie thing of they can remain up with 1 hit point based on how much damage they take, just as
So
superheroes.
You said the DC is 29.
DC's 29.
Okay, well I rolled a 19. That puts
Okay.
me at 27.
Oh yeah, you can roll
So
some
I'm
little.
going to roll a d10 and hope I don't roll a 1.
Sure. You have a 90% chance of not rolling a 1.
I rolled a 2. So
Hey, so basically, Armament, you're up with 1 hit point, still in the game, and having smacked you with that, kind of just there's this look on. Oh, you know what? Actually, give yourself those back because those were 2 separate attacks. So if before you added stuff on, it was over 20, it was 15 and 14 was the damage. Those were 2 separate
I
instances.
was at 29 hit points.
Yeah, but so the first one would have taken you to 14, the second hit took you to 15, so you only needed to be a DC 15 con save.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha,
you
okay,
get
yeah.
those dice back. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Right.
you get your D10 back. Yeah, you still have
Yeah,
that.
okay, cool.
Great. Okay, cool. That does end Super Belide's turn.
Cool. I would like to spend my d20.
I thought someone might. Please go ahead, Findon.
Oh, I thought we had to wait till our turn to. Okay.
No, you at the end of anyone's turn you can throw that on. So Findon, did
Okay.
you roll your D20? Did you roll
Yeah,
a
it's a
20?
14, so
Cool. So
no,
you don't get
so
it
it'll
forever.
just be this one
but
time.
Go for it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go punch this guy. That's what I
think
do.
that makes sense. So you're gonna fly. You try to punch a person here. Space. Ah, you have magic.
With the jetpack, does it make it like faster and therefore more powerful as
Do I actually Superman punch now?
Yeah,
In-
yeah.
In a certain sense, that makes some sense. But Findon is punching so hard. Like Findon is probably in danger of throwing a punch and like going going forever. If you
All
punch,
right,
you will
fair.
fly on a clear punch. You can fly forever. All right, Findon,
So it's a 25 or a 20. Sorry, 23.
that hits.
Okay. I roll my 76 here.
Why don't you roll all your punches for your turn?
That's only 2, so
Yeah, but you can roll them. Yeah.
30 for the second one.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me add this up real quick here.
Cool. We haven't even made it
That's
through one
terrible
round of
roll.
combat, but that's how it goes.
But also, like, once everyone spends their d20s, it goes faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Haven't we? Because Dan's looped around. He's gone twice.
He spent
I
a
used my
D20 to do his extra one at the end of someone
Yeah.
else's turn.
Because it's no man.
Oh, Super Belide was an idiot. I should have used the D12 to up the damage from the Super Flare.
No.
I'm so bad at being the bad guy.
Okay, 50 damage even between the 2 punches.
Because your damage is magic, it does go through. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good for now. Maybe I've made myself a little bit of a target now.
End of Findon's turn. Armament is raising a hand.
I would like to spend my other d20.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I do not get it back.
Understood. But
Okay. I will attack.
I love it.
Okay, that's a 20 to hit and a
Hits.
26 to hit.
Both
They both
hit.
hit? Okay.
And Teleportia, you are up next. Unless
that's
anyone
gonna
else says, ahem. One
Well,
small
now
one.
I'm not gonna.
No, actually,
total of-
you
No,
shouldn't.
I encourage it. Please.
Actually, Teleportia,
if you
are-
can heal,
Teleportia, also, you could just do it yourself. Like, no, I'll be taking
Yeah.
my bonus turn right now. Yes, Arwen, how much damage is
A
that?
total of 14.
14 damage. Great.
Points of shadow. I'm gonna spend my D8.
I thought you might. Come on, roll an 8. You can do it.
No, I thought I could and I couldn't.
Understood.
That's okay. There are a lot of things I think I can do that I can't, but I like to know my limitations.
I love it.
It's always good to have room to grow.
Yes, exactly. That's a 19 and a 28.
Guess what the AC is?
20.
19.
Oh fuck yeah, baby. Let's go.
Fit.
Ooh. Oh. That's 3 7s and an 8. Wow, this should be a roll in a long.
Hey, 3 7s and an 8. What is this? My night
so
at the
that's,
bar? Come on. Okay.
Hey, so that's 29 points of damage.
Rodney Dangerfield is never having 3 7s and an 8.
Yeah, I thought 3 7s.
for
And I
one
was like,
night?
oh, 3 7s and 8. I'm having a great night. Turns out they were talking about my bar tab.
Okay.
All right.
It's the
that's my-
dumbest joke you've ever made, and it is also one of my favorites.
All right.
On that note, I'm done with the turn in the game.
You're done with the turn and the game and everything.
Yeah.
Lumen, if you'd like to do it, Teleportia has solicited healing, so do as you
Please.
will.
Yes. Okay. I would like to spend my first D20 and my second D8.
Okay. Perfect. So roll the D20. Honestly, guys, at this point, rolling the D20 is probably academic. I don't think we'll be getting back to this point in the initiative order.
16.
16, cool, and then roll your D8.
8. 8.
8. Oh my gosh, you get 3 actions. Take 3 actions.
Okay.
Right now.
Oh,
Here we go.
All right. So
right now.
I'm going to heal
Here, right now.
Teleportia
Love it.
Hell yeah.
with healing glow. So that's 3d8 plus 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, that's good. 14, 22, 27.
I love you.
I love
No.
you. I know.
And then I'm going to heal V now as well.
Got action 1,
Oh.
heal Teleportia. Move a little bit. Action 2,
Oh,
heal V.
girl. That's 3 8s. So 24 plus 5, 29 to V.
Thank you.
She's just Lumen is just
Yeah,
a
right? See?
healing machine.
And then with my last action,
Man, who is Lumen? Daenerys? Because she just took 2 heal turns. Okay. Go ahead.
I forgot.
I rescind my earlier compliment to you.
I guess Lumen will attack.
Oh my god.
She's gonna try to Volo Blast again, but it's gonna come out the Dark
Understood. It
Sphere
comes out as
because
the
now her
darkness.
friends are dying.
I love
She
it.
only has these 4, sometimes 8.
I'm only hanging out with these 4 to 12 people.
That's 2d8. Oh, roll the attack. That is a 29.
It definitely hits.
Wait, there's a die to roll more die, right? Like
Yes,
die?
there is a die to up the damage. Yes. That is
That
your
one.
D12.
12.
So if you have a D12 handy,
9.
1 of 2. You rolled a 9. Okay, so you don't go up 2 sizes, but rather. So what is it usually? So you're gonna roll 2 D10s instead of 2 D8s for this.
So, okay, that's.
And I guess if you had 2 D12s, you could put both of them on, and Garrett,
I will do that.
Yeah, roll your other D12. Oh god.
11.
Oh, that's so close because those would have been D20s you'd be rolling then. So you
I
roll
know.
2. You roll 2 D12.
Pew. Okay.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh, 2d12.
Yeah.
That is a 9 and a 5. So that is
14.
14 plus 6, 20.
Okay, nice. You guys have certainly put up some damage. This person's put out more damage, but is, a weird star god thing.
Shit, he
We get it, they
exploded
put
and
out
he
a
was
lot.
fine.
Yeah.
So, Lumen, anything else? That ends your turn?
Yeah, I mean she's just kind of scaring herself now, but
Yeah,
she's
like,
still
"Ah,
very,
the
very
darkness. All right. At the end of your turn, I'm gonna use a legendary action to hit armament. 17 hits you, doesn't hit you.
Nope.
Oh.
I've used so many different space themes dice This fight should have been. I built this fight to drop a couple people to have this be like a tense. You know, this is like a big space fight.
I mean, you dropped.
you did.
I've technically
You
dropped
did.
people. They've just three
You
of you.
did.
have
You
used
just
stuff,
didn't
but
drop Dan.
I was imagining this was gonna be like a real intense one. All right, cool.
You dropped
It
Team
was
Steel.
You keep attacking the person who is made of armor and not the person who is just wearing a dress shirt.
Listen, when you're a super Belide who is trying to ignite the wellspring and make the galaxy burn with the brightness of a trillion suns, like you don't see armor, okay? Teleportia, it's your turn.
All right. I am probably gonna use my warp beam at it.
I think that's a really good plan.
Yeah. Mhm.
And you get to shoot 2 warp beams per turn now because you have extra attack. And
Yes!
Teleportia, I have an idea of speeding things up. Teleportia.
Yeah.
Do you want to fire as many warp beams as possible at this
Yes.
individual? Then I would
Yes.
recommend, have you used any of your D8s yet to like save yourself or anything?
No, I have not.
Then if I were you, I would roll both of your D8s right now.
All right, rolling.
Okay.
Rolling. Ah! Damn, I thought that was an 8, but that's a 6.
That's 6. So neither one's an 8.
Nope, 6 and a 7.
Understood. Then please just roll a mere 6 d20s to make 6 consecutive warp beam attacks at this person.
Okay. And then could I also use my d12s?
You can. It will only apply to 2 of these specific attacks, but yeah, so roll those d12s.
Okay.
I love it, because I have to imagine you're going to hit at least twice, so sure, let's
10
Cool.
and 9.
Great. Okay, so yes. So that's gonna be some big. So roll 6 d20s. Oh, damn it. I forgot something.
There's nothing like rolling
One.
a ton of dice.
3. I only have 4.
Understood. You have to re-roll too. That's fine. I love the.
So 2 of them are 19s.
Those both hit.
One of them is a 27.
That hits.
One of them was just a 15.
That one doesn't hit.
So-
Roll 2 more. So
Okay,
far you've got
yes.
3. 3 of 6. I want someone to make 9 attacks and to have 7 of 9 hit. That would be a really cool beat. I hit with 7 of 9.
One of them's an 18. The other one, forget about it.
Okay, understood. Then you hit 3 times. So, because you've upped your dice, you are going to roll. You're going to roll 6d10, 3d8.
I don't even
Okay.
think she has that many dice.
No, I don't.
That's fine.
All right. 6.
We'll add up for you.
All right. 10.
V, you might want to use some d20s after this to just do this, because I would you guys could probably put this person down before he can get another turn. I would strongly advocate doing that.
I mean, is he even bloody or?
It's hard to tell because he is light, but he's looking.
I mean, but Lumen's accustomed to light. She should be able to
Lumen,
tell.
you can tell that the like the photaic nature is
Is he dimming?
there is-
shorting.
there is some dimming going on.
All right. How much was? Wait. So it was 3 d10s.
It was 6 d10s and 3
Okay.
d8s,
Okay.
which is a lot. And
So we're at 24 right now.
yeah, and I'm gonna do something just to make stuff easier, which is the bonus power galactic damage is just gonna be a flat addition rather than dice.
34, 38,
It's a bonus to
39,
the
and then
Then is her warp
D8s.
beam all starry right now?
Oh yeah, your warp beam has like cosmos coming out of it. That's pretty cool.
and 3 d8s, right?
3d8, so you're at 39. You're adding 3d8 on top of
She's
that.
just like shooting the Milky Way at them.
And I love warp beams because they can like come from all directions, so you're just like warping space and time around this star person, which happens when I mean, stars warp space and light and time, so it makes sense, you know. It's good.
38, 46, 51. All right, 51 plus 5, 56.
Well, no, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Because you get that each time it hits, so plus 15. So 51 plus 15 is 66.
66.
And then, for each one that hit, you also get 20 from the Power Galactic.
Oh my god.
20 each?
Yeah, 20 for each one. So that is 100, because you're just expending your whole moat. So that is 126 points of damage.
Good god.
All right. Very
Lumen's
good.
a little terrified of Teleportia
So
right
Teleportia,
now.
however, Teleportia, upon that happening, you feel this wave of just tiredness as that moat has been expended, and Teleportia no longer has stars on her or anything.
Oh.
V. If you that's Teleportia's turn. It's actually about to be Finden's turn, but if you wanted to use a thing,
I will use my D20.
perfect. Don't even roll it because you're not gonna make it back here again. This is you and I. There's a possibility you can end this before Finden does, but it's.
I am going to use my bonus to split into 4 additional
I think that's to get your other 4
to
out. Yep.
come into combat and just Eldritch Blast.
Do you have any D8s?
I have 1.
So
And I have a D4 that I would like to use to gain advantage.
well, you can gain advantage on one of the things. That's fine, but I would recommend rolling your D8 because then you'll get to shoot. You'll get to shoot 10 beams.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. And if you roll an 8, you'll get to shoot 15 beams.
4.
Okay, cool. So you get to roll 10. So roll 2d20. That's what your. Actually, hold on. I take it back. Roll your d4. Because if she rolls 10 fours in a row, she can have advantage on all of them.
No, it's a 2.
Okay, so roll 2d20. This is your first shot.
Okay. That is a nat 20
Nat 20. Love it.
and an
Nice.
8.
Okay,
So-
nat 20. So you'll use the nat 20. Do you have a d12 by any chance?
Yeah.
I do.
So I would
Yes.
I would pump. I would do the d. I would do you have 2 d12s or 1 d12?
I have 2. I
Roll-
don't have any more D6s.
Roll both of your d12s.
That time of the night where we pump and dump.
2 and 12.
You rolled a 12 on one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
so
my
this
God.
means you're going to 12, 20. Okay, so Lauren,
Yes.
please roll. 1 will be maxed out. So please
Okay.
roll a d20
Okay.
and add that number rolled to 23.
19 to 23. That's 30, 40. What?
You rolled a 19 on the d20. That's great.
Yeah.
So basically, her automatic crit die was a 20, and she's adding the 19 on top of it. So that's 39 plus 3, so that's 42 points of damage. I roll 9 d20s, I guess, and just tell me if any of them are you are looking for them to be 14 or higher on 19 d20s.
Okay. I'm sorry. How many? 9?
9. But she did just do that much, so this
Okay,
is an
so
academic exercise at this point.
there's a 15, 16, and 18.
15, 16, 18. Okay. That's 3.
Damn. A 1, a 5, and a 14.
The 14 hits, that's 4.
Oh, 5, a 9, and a 3.
Okay, so none of this, you get 4. So, you can roll 4 d10s. And we'll add 12 on top of that. I mean, sorry. No, you're good.
Oh, okay. 4 d10s. Come on, babies.
So basically what just happened in the last few minutes is that Lumen healed people and then through darkness, and then it was nothing but warp beams and this person just getting peppered with
Also-
warping reality and eldritch bursts and balls of darkness.
Well,
and Armament's
an
just
Armament.
there
Wait, am I,
Armament and I are both right around
Yeah,
it.
you're
All of a
both
sudden
in
it's
combat,
walking
it's
around.
am I adding these?
add those 3 d10s.
Okay,
you
so I
rolled
got
together.
2 9s, which is 18, plus a 2,
20.
20, plus 8. I rolled 4.
Right. I perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The
that's
28.
28 is yep. All right, so Findon, I'm gonna phrase it like this.
Yeah.
It is your turn. This
Okay.
person is at 0 hit points. So, and you think there's about to be some kind of crazy starburst, but if you would like to punch that starburst into happening, you may do so.
Would
Could
he
I-
survive that?
Could I throw it like far away from us?
What a lovely idea. Yes, if you'd like to, you could grasp this thing and like hammer throw it into the sky for sure. Go for it. That would be
I'm
an
gonna
athletics
add
roll.
all of my remaining dice on.
I think that makes sense. So it's an athletics roll
Yeah.
and just put everything on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
believe it's called
If
a
you-
yeet roll.
If you roll a 49 right now.
Yeah, I
was
know.
about to- I was in the process of dropping that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So this is a D20, 2 D10s, 2 D6s, a D12, and 2 D8 that I'm adding on top of it.
And then what's your modifier for athletics?
It's a plus. Well, it's a plus 15. That's an addition. Those are the additional dice. I still have to roll another D20.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I actually think this is going to be well over 49. All those dice together getting to 30.
You'd be surprised.
That's fair. It is Pierce. Oh boy.
There's
33,
at
30.
least 7 ones in what he just rolled.
There's a lot of ones. Hang on. 17, 23, 30, 32, 37, 41. This is before I roll my actual D20. Hang on.
Roll an 8. Wait, does that include the 15?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
We're fine.
He's gonna
Sorry,
be-
guys.
No, you're gonna exceed
50
49. It's that. Yeah.
51. Although, hang on. So 51 plus. So that's 66.
All
They've
right.
executed order 66.
So 66. That's good. Do it. So as Findun, you've been punching this. You basically grab this this star thing that's kind of freaking out. You spin around, hammer throw. You're just there's no air to stop. And you just let go, and this thing goes flying off into another direction. At which point, where it can't. There was going to be some modest damage to all of you guys, but instead, in the distance, because it's space, there's no air resistance, Findon. So a 66 puts this thing, you probably do throw this a few kilometers before it bursts. Really hurl it with that force. That being said, Findon, could you make a strength saving throw to just somehow stop yourself in space from throwing in the opposite direction?
25.
Yeah, you managed to you whatever. Basically, you guys look out, and whatever that super bolide was, bursts in the distance.
Okay.
Am I still conscious still?
You're conscious, yes.
I'm just tired.
You're just
because
you're just
of-
exhausted, but you're still sort of up.
Gotcha.
And suddenly you're probably no longer loving the feeling of space. You'd probably be having a more natural oh my god, this is terrifying.
Now that, can I go check on the people that are that were comatose and see how they're doing?
Yeah, me and the formations are gonna fly over there as well.
And you guys get over there, and the Astromancer is sort of the first to wake up. And the Astromancer, similar to this being you just saw, sort of speaks, and you hear it all in your minds. And she's like, "Topflight, west! You have saved us and the galaxy, and with it, the power Galactic." We're going to cut at this point to you guys going back to their space station, Futura Station, where they've erected a new sort of, containment field over it. And you are here with the entirety of Team Tomorrow. Among them is the leader, Commander Cosmic. He's a guy with
Ooh.
jetpack, helmet. He has a star as one of his eyes. One of his eyes is burning with the brightness of a star. Kind of a long shot Cable look for Marvel fans. The Astromancer is here. There is this creature that looks like a Greek statue, like of marble. This is the Magmanaut. And she can she can actually survive within a star. She will explain to you kind of, and she basically just really likes, she's a shape-shifting rock creature. So she would like Rocky Jumper. But she really enjoyed the sculptures of Earth, so she modeled herself as kind of like a Greek goddess. But she will sort of explain. You should be aware that I just want it to be clear. I was not bested by the fire or light of that being. I was just put into a power galactic trance.
Of course.
I just want you to know I can take the heat. Would you like me to go into the heart of a star? I'll show you.
No. You've got to keep your peace. If you had to go into a cosmic coma to do that, you do you.
I just think it's important that everyone knows I can survive a star.
Yeah.
Look, we know that you can take the heat and that you can stay in the kitchen. It's fine.
I understand this idiom. I am familiar with the idiom you are using. You also meet Stellar Lass and Kid Stardust. They're just like young, cool space hero types. They might be aliens, might be humans. It's not sure. You think there's some like weird relationship going on. You're not sure if it's romantic. It's weird. There is also Robo Roller, who is that robot. Who is just kind of like a superhero sidekick who kind of wants to give everyone high fives with real like those like cup hands that robots have sometimes, like rescue appreciated, rescue appreciated.
He's like a T-Rex with little arms.
You are so welcome.
And then the last one is a small gnome, like alien, who is called the Ortling, and can summon powers of planetismal shields. Sadly, was also unable to stop, but the Ortling just kind of like, kind of just nods to you all and then says,
"No, I am being rude. I should invite guests to have the delicacy of the house. You are from Earth, so you probably have better nachos there, but I have learned of nachos. You may join me in consuming nachos."
Thanks.
I will share a sandwich with him.
What is a sandwich? I appreciate the dust of the planetismal shield. I consume sand sometimes, but I prefer nachos.
I do enjoy your nachos
But
too.
I will eat your witch of sand as a gesture of kindness and cooperation between our teams.
Speaking of, we were wondering, well, I was wondering, we were wondering if maybe in exchange for what we did today, you might be able to help us out getting a space vehicle of some kind. I don't know what you guys drive out here. Seems like more options than just a spaceship, but whatever you think would be ideal for us.
Commander Cosma kind of looks around and goes, "Wait, you guys are like, you don't mean just to get home. I mean, I'm sure the Astromancer can get you home. You mean you want a ship?"
Well, just in case, something
Lumen,
like this may
Lumen
happen.
will kind of just like lean to whoever's next to her. Were we indeed wondering that? I don't recall.
Whisper says.
I mean, I
Whisper
wasn't,
says,
but can't hurt.
Both of you, let this happen. This could be cool, or it could be awkward.
Cool.
This could either be something cool for us, or Fee will embarrass herself. I like both of those outcomes. You guys also establish communication with Synth Devil, who says, "Congratulations on your victory. I'm standing down interstellar flight. I knew you had it in you." But V, Commander Cosmic kind of looks around and goes, "Guys, they did save the universe, right?" The Astromancer says, "Technically only the galaxy. Oh my god. All right, fine. I'll make you a deal. I got a ship for you, but I know how you guys do it. I get to name it."
Okay, but nothing inappropriate for Earth.
It's not going to be inappropriate. I'm doing it your way.
Okay.
I just like the name. Because
Okay.
this will be funny. We got this from some of the gamma reticulans. It's been sitting in one of our bays. This is not the most top of the line spaceship. You guys are like walking through like this space station. He's like, this isn't a super top of the line one. It can certainly get you from Earth there and back. It can outrun a lot of fights. Don't get caught in any tractor beams or anything. But you'll be, for your purposes, if you're mainly terrestrial based and you just want a spaceship, I say he hits a button and a hangar opens and he goes, go classic. And you do see a chrome plated, smooth, slender flying saucer.
Oh, cool.
And he says,
That's cool.
So yeah, guys, he kind of like slaps Armament on the shoulder good-naturedly. Enjoy top sauce. Then he walks away.
And I'll turn around and say, well, we've got our spaceship.
Cool.
Yeah, let's
Great work. Not to like dim this victory. And we know how to fly this thing.
I'll like quickly shuffle after the captain.
What's up?
Find the manual.
How do we fly it?
I can teach you how to fly. It's not too hard. Who
Okay.
wants to learn?
Ooh.
I mean, I already fly, so
You want to learn?
I
Okay.
will. But
V,
we
hold
we
on.
won't
V,
get a
V,
debriefing.
V. Actually, I need you to just move V.
No.
I want you to roll
What is his name again?
Commander Cosmic.
Okay, is he cute?
Oh boy.
Okay.
V,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna phrase it like this. Then never mind. Don't even roll what I was gonna say.
Philip is using his
Yeah.
ruggedly handsome voice. Of course he's
Yeah,
cute.
of course
he's so like Dust. You know how Dustin Howell is cute in that way, where like all he does is just like probably like hang out with his friends, and he this guy is
V
hot.
was the only one who thought he was cute.
Yeah, this guy is hot. Well, no, V and every Megan and Catherine and Siobhan
right.
in Boston.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
V,
yeah.
V, this guy is hot in a like, oh my god, he's like a commander. He's like in charge. Like this guy's like, he's like ambitious and he like does stuff. He's like, oh my god, you're just giving me like a spaceship? That's so crazy. And he's like, I can teach you to fly. It's not hard.
Okay.
Oh no.
Like now or
Oh.
Sure.
or do you want to come? Okay.
Yeah, we can. Am I teaching anybody else? He's like looking at the rest of the group. Like, anybody else need to know how to
Yeah.
learn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right, come on. These are part of the reason I'm giving you top sauce is because the saucers are pretty easy since they go in whatever direction. You just push it in a direction and it goes there. And he'll begin training you guys in the use of the top of the flying saucer. It does have a it doesn't have a teleporter, but you can go over a space and like at a range of literally a mile, you can lift a person up or put a person down, and it's pretty darn quick.
Can you do it remotely?
What do you mean remotely?
Like you can tell it, like almost have like an RV controller, or like to move it yourself, even when you're not in the ship.
Yes, you can definitely do Pierce. It can do a beckon call. Absolutely.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, you can tell it. You can beam yourself down and tell it to go into orbit mode. Yeah, that kind of thing. But
That's dog mode.
he'll give you guys some rides. He'll give you guys some teach you guys how to do it.
I'm sure he will.
He understands that V is
If it's the same kind of ride V is getting, I am not interested. Thank you.
No, it's not.
So-
She's not getting any rides. He's just teaching anyone who wants to learn.
No
Yeah.
one's giving anyone Eldritch Blast.
No one's giving anyone all this blast. And in fact, as a little thing at the end,
I'm looking for a cosmic blast. Okay.
Whoa!
She's
I
had
think
the
I'm
Eldritch
getting
Blast.
it first.
No,
Excuse
she's
me.
not flirting with him,
Well, not
but
well.
she's not.
I don't think she's
Not-
not. Interesting. Okay. However,
Oh boy.
just rolled on something else. So he kind of he sort of he sort of teaches you guys, and he's kind of like he's fine. He's like a rugged, kind of like he's like a daring do sort of guy. At the end of this, though, he as he's like saying goodbye to all of you, he does say actually, as you guys are getting on, so you guys are boarding Top Sauce and saying goodbye to the guy, and he's giving you nachos for the road. The Ortling gives you nachos. Commander Cosmic does he's like saying goodbye to all of you, but when he's saying goodbye to Armament, he shakes his hand and kind of he's not sure about Armament, but he just gives him a like, it's nice to meet you. Send me a comm sometime. Kind of there's a firm handshake, slap on the arm. He's not putting too much behind
because
it.
Because of Elbrand, I thought this was just another dig at Dan somehow, and I wasn't.
Honestly, same.
No, that's not. This guy's not an Elbrand. This guy's, believe me. Yeah.
I just assumed this was just another thing to annoy Dan. Not.
I mean, Armament could be annoyed by the whatever, but
no,
he's like, yeah, you got some cool moves. Yeah, he just he does.
Thanks. Yeah. Let me know if you need our help again.
Oh, you'll be hearing from me.
Yeah,
Then
great.
But he does that when you're not in earshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was Lumen in earshot?
Were any of us in earshot?
Everyone else can roll a d20. He specifically did it when V wasn't there.
I'm eating nachos.
Yeah, the Ortling is like
23.
I just did some math. I think I have to eat like 20,000 calories a day.
16.
That's all right. I'll say that you had a 20, Lumen.
23.
No, that was just a d20 roll.
Oh, I thought it was a perception roll.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
with perception.
Oh, then you know what? Do perception. That's fine. This was a luck to see if you were around for it, but that's fine.
Oh.
With a 23, I'll say 23 to 16. Sure, Lumen, you overheard that. Now make an insight roll to see if you understood.
Oh no, she didn't. She was just gonna say, I believe he was he was unconscious. He could not have seen any of Armament's moves.
She says that to you, Armament.
Don't worry about it.
And with that, you guys can get on board. Top Sauce.
Could I like definitely make sure that I who did I get the power from again?
The Astromancer. Obviously, yes, the
Astromancer.
Astromancer will definitely. You notice that
Yeah.
the Astromancer is mostly talking to Whisper, because literally one controls the power Galactic and the other controls the power Eldritch. And you guys also get the impression that almost everyone on this team has been granted some of the power Galactic for their purposes, But yeah, you can. She will definitely. She's very effusive in her appreciation that you were able to use the moat to get here and defeat. Oh, also they'll explain what was going on. That was this weird star god entity that. I mean, he sort of said what his plan was. He was trying to burn out the universe. Don't worry, you stopped him. Well done. Continue. Sorry, Teleportia.
Oh, I just wanted to thank her for giving me that opportunity to feel that power, I guess. But also just to help out.
Those thanks are not required. The thanks should be coming from us.
I just pictured Teleportia back on Earth. Y'all got any more of that power Galactic?
I'm looking to score some sweet PG. No, she will, however, Teleportia, she does give you something as a token of her appreciation. Not the fancy one she wields, but she actually will give you, unseen by the others, she will give you a Team Tomorrow ray gun. So we can put that on your sheet. I think your warp beam is still better than it, but you technically have a ray gun in case that ever turns into a thing. All right, and with that,
Always good to have.
with that, my friends, so ends a very special Top Flight Team Tomorrow crossover. You've learned a little more about the Astromancer, yet she's probably more cryptic now than she was before. Well done, and you saved Narthek, so he appreciates it. Yeah, right. But well done, guys. That was super fun. I hope you enjoyed one of these. I always forget how just preposterously combat intensive these are.
It's almost like we're superheroes who fight
Yeah.
crime and evil.
It makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. This was so fun. We'll try to do this, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. We had a raid?
Yes,
Two raids.
Yeah.
2 raids. Oh my god, I'm
So
sorry.
thank you
I don't.
Thank you to both gaming related, who was about 3 minutes ago, and to Jason Charles Miller, who
Oh,
was
awesome.
about 52 minutes ago.
Oh my
So we
gosh,
appreciate
that's so
that.
nice. Well, thank you.
So-
Welcome to everyone who's witnessed some of this superhero silliness. This is our original game on this channel. We have all these spin-offs, but we are going to try to do this, like on a monthly, bi-monthly basis. So it'll be on various Wednesdays. But in the meantime, you can watch all sorts of other games on our channel. On Fridays, we have our horror game, Blood from a Stone. That's going to be real chill and not scary this coming Friday. On Sunday, we have, every other week, we have either Here Be Dragons or Mystic Starport. Here Be Dragons is a big fantasy game where the players are dragons, although right now they've been turned into Dragonborn. And in Mystic Starport, it's a Star Wars game, kind of just people running missions. Last week was literally a shopping episode. A lot of fun, where they just spent all the money they'd earned over the past several things buying droids and jetpacks. So that's on Sundays, alternating. On Mondays, we have Lost Lore Academia. That is our sort of like weird, dark academia game that's a meta thing about all the other games on our channel where we collect characters.
It is also. I don't think we ever call this out, but especially for new people, it is our biggest audience participation game.
Oh yes, the Monday
stuff in our
game.
Discord.
You can we have like this downtime system on our Discord where you can participate in what's happening and what characters they create. Right now, we're running a special where they're trying to get a bunch of the horror ones from the Friday game. So very fun. And some people are excited about that. See people who are right there to me, and then some people are not excited about it. See people who are right there to me.
I participated today.
But I'm talking about players who are in it. One person here really likes that plan and one hates it, but has to do it because she or he, but she sold her soul. She sold her soul to get someone else, so therefore she has to participate.
No. I sold my soul to get Disneyland,
That is actually
Yes.
true. That is
not
what
for a character.
That is true. You sold your soul.
Fair
for that.
deal.
That's a fair
Fair
point.
deal, honestly.
I agree with compromising your soul. Just
Yeah.
saying.
And then on Tuesdays, we have every other Tuesday we have a game called Gray in the Dark, which is our noir 5e game, and that's been super fun as well. They've actually been in the Fairylands for almost about half of it now because time is weird, but it still has a kind of noir fun vibe. So that's been super fun. So please follow us, subscribe if you're able. You can use your free once a month Amazon Prime subscription here or someone. What someone would you use it on? Well, maybe the fine channels that rated us, or Lauren,
What?
plug your channel.
Oh. I do stream occasionally. I will be streaming tomorrow at 7:30. Hi in the
Yes,
chat.
get it.
That's me. You can follow me.
Dan, just you don't have to say.
I didn't have anything to follow that.
I know you didn't.
Hi, my name is Dan, and I also stream games on Twitch. Sometimes Magic the Gathering Arena, sometimes Golden Sun. And you know what? It's a good time, and I probably won't be live again until next week. But if I am live tomorrow, I will make sure that it's before Lauren goes live, so we don't have any conflicts. And then you can watch us both with our various wildly different vibes.
Very kind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anybody else want to plug anything?
Yes.
Ooh.
I've mentioned this game a few times on here, but it is officially launching tomorrow. There's a game I voice directed called Omega Strikers. It officially launches tomorrow, so it's free to play. If you like Rocket League, it has that kind of frenetic energy. If you like anime, that's kind of style of characters. It's got a roster kind of like Overwatchy, but it's basically like really high octane soccer. It's real fun. It's on Steam. It's on Switch tomorrow. It's on, I think, iOS and Android tomorrow. And actually, they partnered with Studio Trigger for a rad cinematic opening. And I just posted it in the chat if you want to take a look at it.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Hoctane. I'm really trying to combine high octane soccer.
High
into a word.
octane, yeah.
Well, very cool. Yeah, you have been talking about that one for a while. That sounds like a really cool game. Also, it's everyone just say happy birthday to Pierce because this is his
Oh
birthday.
God.
Happy
Happy birthday, Piers.
Thanks.
Say, hey, chat, are you saying it? I can't see chat right now.
They like everyone started
Happy
wishing me happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, it happened in chat already? I'm
Yeah.
late to the
Yeah.
party? God damn it. I'm
It's
so
fine.
sorry.
You were like
No, it's
running
just
a
a
game.
different party. It's fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to the different party. All right.
It is technically tomorrow, but thank you.
This
everyone.
is how we party.
So yeah, happy birthday to him tomorrow.
It's
Thank you,
tomorrow
everyone.
some places.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock tomorrow.
That was my favorite joke of the night.
Everyone, thank you so much. I'm so happy to have the Top Flight crew back. It's so fun to do this. And we'll see you again soon. Until next time, have a top night.